Tiger football on KXORadio.com.
Continue to improve and running the triple auction. However, they've grown very little with this Bulldog team. Senior tailback Chris Gonzalez is a two-time All-IVO player and has led the team the past 2 years in rushing and tackling. Senior Diego Zaparain rushed 7 times for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Javier Contreras 7 times for 109 yards and 3 touchdowns in that big 36-6 win over Calipatria in September. Hermit Perez posted 8 tackles on that one and an interception to lead the defense, although they may be starting a different one tonight. Talking to Coach Tyree before the game, they'll be starting Javier Contreras and also Eros Pradas as the other starting back tonight, so it'll be interesting to see that. It was a physical, heartbreaking loss at Brawley last week. The Tigers will be without the services of many key players, and we'll tell you about those when we continue our pregame show in just a moment.
When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarate in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you like it, deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials, too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarate, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday.
Ray at Dermis Floor Covering would like to take this opportunity to say thank you, Imperial Valley, for your patronage. Dermis Floor Covering has been in business since 1978, working hard to satisfy customers with exceptional products and outstanding service. They're doing something right at Dermis Floor Covering, so if you're looking to replace your flooring, stop by Dermis Floor Covering and see the latest styles from the Shaw Floor Gallery, a gallery that will inspire you. Dermis also offers free estimates valley-wide. Stop by 220 North J Street in Imperial.
Tiger Imperial Band playing in the background during their normal halftime routine. They'll do it before the game tonight, as it is homecoming night. The Tigers hosting the Calexico Bulldogs here in Imperial. It's a close, hard-fought 30-23 loss last week in Brawley. and numerous injuries have hampered the Tigers for this week. Starting running back, Manuel Quintero is out for the season as his AC joint is separated in his shoulder. He's battled through injuries throughout his career in Imperial. He was the leading ball carrier coming into this game with 316 yards and a touchdown, averaging 6 yards a carry. And I was talking to Tiger head coach Gary Laguerre before the game tonight, and I said, between him and Jesus Padilla, boy, what a surprise those two have been at running back.
Oh, I love watching those guys, especially Padilla.
Yeah, last week.
He took over, ran over their linebacker.
Right. Craig Baum played Craig Baum in that. Not once, but twice. He rolled him, and I didn't think that would be possible, as Craig Baum is a very strong young man. Anyway, it's going to be sad to see, and he's had injuries his entire career, and I'm talking about Manuel Quintero. So sad to see that, and in the game in which he got hurt against Monte Vista, he came in, ran a 25-yarder, ran another 25-yarder, and then on the third play, he went out with a shoulder injury, came back, played some last week, but he's not going to be able to do it tonight. Starting offensive tackle, Kai Bishop won't play this week. He needs an MRI on what may be a torn meniscus. The Tigers will move Sebastian Mendoza from guard to tackle, and Luis Almarias will start at right guard tonight. By the way, Sebastian is not at 100%. He hurt his hand last week at the end of the first quarter. Basically played the game with one hand. Did a great job even then. It's thought that he may have a torn tendon in his hand. He'll keep playing as long as he can handle the pain. Okay. So there's a gamer for you right there, so we'll keep an eye on him tonight. Tanner Travis may be done for the year with a knee injury, although he suited up tonight. Got a heavy brace on his knee, but he was not moving very well. He'll be sorting this offensively and defensively, as he was last week. That could have been a different game last week if he could have lined up, no question.
They went away from
Ethan Ramos the other direction from him, so.
I only have him with 4 tackles, which is unbelievable.
Yeah.
He usually got at least 15.
He can't avoid both sides when both those guys are in there. Joey Ramos is playing tonight on a sore ankle. He looked pretty good doing warm-ups tonight, so we'll keep an eye on him. And as you mentioned, Jesus Padilla, he'll get the start of running back, but he's nursing a sore knee. But some good news. Got a lot of bad news. Let's get some good news. Sergio Serrano's been practicing. May see action next week as he's waiting for a brace on a knee that was surgically repaired a year ago. And you remember when he was playing as a sophomore, he was just an animal out there. And then when he went down with a knee injury last year, it really curtailed what could have been a fabulous career here in Imperial. So hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed. We'll see number 6 next week. We'll have more on a pregame show leading to tonight's game between the Tigers and the Calexico Bulldogs in just a moment.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football team with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers! Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, bold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Peyton Road in Imperial.
You can hear the Brad of Imperial Band in the background as they're doing their normal halftime routine before the game tonight, as it's homecoming here in Imperial, the Tigers and the Bulldogs. In other games tonight, Imperial Valley League play, the El Centro City Championship will be played at Southwest between the Eagles and the Central Spartans. Elsewhere, Brawley, in thinking about it, that's the last 2 IVL champions. Central won last year, Southwest had their...
Oh, that's right,
so the last 2 champions of the IVO.
When the younger trio was there.
Right, will be squaring off tonight. Elsewhere, Brawley will host Palo Verde in IVO play. As far as the Manzanita League, they have the week off. They get their bye this week as they start play next week. Holtville, Vincent Memorial, Calipatria, therefore, are all taking the night off. On a side note, we had Monte Vista last time we were at home. Right?
Right.
Not a trick question.
Right.
Like this year, just 3 weeks ago, because we had them. We had the 5, then last week. So 3 weeks ago, we had Monte Vista here. And they're beating my Imperial, 26-25, one of the most exciting games we've been able to call. We've got a lot of exciting ones this year, too. But last week, Monte Vista defeated Chula Vista 34-17. With that win, their head coach, Ron Hamamoto, has now won 229 career games. That ties him for fourth place all-time San Diego Section CIF. Wow. All-time. With Morse legend John Shacklett. Kurt Meyer, who coached at Oceanside and El Camino, is tops at 339. John Carroll of Oceanside is second with 248. And Point Loma's Benny Edens is third with 238. Going a little further on the next rung, Jim Arnide, who helped lead Phoenix High School to the power that they are today. They're number one ranked in all of San Diego County. Is next with 212 wins. And Jim, as you know, is a graduate of Imperial High School. Wow. I was looking at it. He coached at Cal Poly Pomona with Marv Wood, who is at Holtville, who's a Hall of Famer. Peggy's Uncle Stan Jackson was a Hall of Famer up at Cal Poly Pomona, and locally here as well. And Jim Arnice was on that team as well. And I didn't know Marv Wood was there. Right, Marv Wood was there. He was a receiver for Peggy's Uncle Stan up there. So small world that we have. Yeah. The Tigers have come into the stadium wearing their all-red uniforms, white numerals, the IT interlocking on the side of the helmet on one side, their numbers on the other side. The Calexico Bulldogs on the other side are all white tonight with their garnet numbers and a big garnet C on this side of their helmets. We've got to have that. We have the fight song. You're supposed to stand up and clap along with it. We're old school. We did that. Oh, yes, we did. Seeing Tricia do that in front of us. Just kind of reminds you of what it was like, and it brings the whole homecoming back to us like that. So that's always pretty good. Got the chills. Yeah, that's just cool, isn't it, though? And speaking of chills, cool night here in Imperial. Beautiful. I was saying up at Twin Falls, I told her, if I'm coming up there next week, you better get things a little bit warmer because this Deseret can't handle it. It's 43 degrees in Twin Falls right now. And she sent me a deal earlier today. It was 24 at about 10 o'clock this morning. So I said, you better warm things up. This Deseret can't handle that kind of stuff. Right now, we're going to turn it over to the Pride of Imperial Band for our national anthem. Good job. It's under Imperial Band. Got 150 strong in the band now at Imperial High School, and they do a fantastic job each and every year. You may hear some other voices to our right as our good friends John Moreno and Vic Carrillo are here to call the Calexico Bulldog side of it. So always good to see these guys.
Yes, I know. Good to see them. I know Vic for years.
And it's John's birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday, John Moreno's birthday's today, and Betty's birthday, yeah, he's 50 years old. 50 years already. He's our age, that's right.
That's 78.
That's it. So it's the Tigers and the Bulldogs tonight for homecoming here in Imperial. Beautiful white eye with red trim in the middle of the field. And both teams getting to square out for homecoming 2019. I want to thank all of our sponsors for being with us, the Imperial Quarterback Club, Ayton Express, Imperial Tiger Football Association, Tyler. Also want to thank Ayton Express, Brick House Coffee, another one of our sponsors, Durhamers for covering. El Zarapi Restaurant. Took the kids, Tommy and Rachel, and the kids came down last Saturday, went to El Zarapi. So I had to have the shrimp norteña again. I can't help it. I cannot help myself when I go. I even looked at the whole menu because I got to get something. But now I'm going back to it. I got to have that.
Yeah, we went for the noodle on Saturday with Albert Minnesota.
Okay, all right. Well, we were there Saturday night. Thanks to the Pro Tiger Football Association, as we mentioned, Broken Yield Cafe. Rio Valley College, R&K Air Conditioning, and Imperial Irrigation District, all of our sponsors for the 2019 season. Captains going out into the middle of the field now, and for the Calexico Bulldogs, their quarterback Cesar Luna, one of the captains. Tried to get the numbers before they got around to the side. Chris Gonzalez, running back, is another one of their captains. And the other captain will be Sunshine Soltero. He is a big guy. He stands at 6'2" and 294 pounds. And for the Tigers, Joey Ramos, one of the captains. Ethan Ramos is the captain. Another one of the captains out there, James Ponce. And then, as we mentioned earlier, Sebastian Mendoza. Can you imagine playing a game with one hand that you think may have a torn tendon and play as good as he did last week?
He's just a monster out there.
Just amazing. So he's got his hand all wrapped up, and it will be a matter of how long he can withhold the pain and withstand it tonight. But he'll be starting at the right guard position for the Tigers.
I'm watching Serrano. He cannot sit still.
He's itching.
He is ready to go.
Yep.
A year and a half almost.
Yep. Nice to see number 6 out there, as I mentioned. The toss is going to be won by the Tigers. They're going to defer it to the second half, and so the Calexico Bulldogs will be receiving. They'll defend the north goal, as our field, as you know, runs north and south, so the Tigers will be kicking from the south, and the Bulldogs calling offense on the north. As I mentioned, John Tyree was head coach for the Imperial Tigers back in the early 70s and won the San Diego, or the Southern Section CIF championship in 73. And when you think how important that is, there were only 4 divisions back then. There were a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Now they've got like 14 different divisions in the Southern Section. There were only 4 then. And they put them by amount of students, and we were in the smallest division, but to win the whole championship by beating Beaumont, El Toro, Paris, and Paso Robles. It was amazing, just amazing. And the Paso Robles championship game right here in Imperial, 1973. So it's good seeing him on the other side of the field, seeing him over to the far right. But still seeing different in the garnet, although the white shirt still looks kind of the same as you would wear here in Imperial. Kicking off for the Tigers will be Edgar Robles. Usually Misael Velasquez will kick, and he normally gets it into the end zone, but Edgar will be kicking off tonight. As the fans stand up for the opening kickoff of this one, and Robles is going to kick a short one. It's going to bounce at the 40-yard line, picked up at 27, and the Bulldogs are going to bring it back to about the 39-yard line. As returning the ball, one of their captains, as we mentioned before, Chris Gonzalez. On offense for the Bulldogs, Cesar Luna is at the quarterback spot. Chris Gonzalez will be in and out as a running back. They'll be rotating running backs in. Javier Contreras, another one of the running backs that they will have. And as we mentioned, Eros Pradas is getting his first start at a running back slot. They'll be running a triple option. You'll see it different formations as they line up. 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. That man in motion, can hand it off to Gonzalez over the right side. Gonzalez going to get some good running. He's out of the 50-yard line, continuing to the 45, going to be dragged down to the Tiger 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of 22 yards and a first down for the Bulldogs.
Woo! Right up the middle. Right off the middle. He got away from the tackler, and Brian Bonillas finally ran it down.
55 carries, 183 yards coming into the year. 22-yarder right off the bat. And a first down for the Bulldogs at the Tiger 40-yard line. They'll sit 2 wide receivers to the right side of the field. Herman Perez will be in the flank slot. We'll get the others for you in a moment. Fakes the handoff, going to carry it to the right side. He's got way a lot of room to run. Probably going to be brought down, but he'll get the first down all the way to the 27-yard line. A 13-yard gain and another first down for the Bulldogs.
Wow, this was not expected.
No, it wasn't. You can never take any team lightly, even though the Bulldogs have struggled this year. They're moving the ball right down the field. 1st and 10 at the Tiger 27-yard line. Along the line for Calexico, Albert Flores, Sunshine Soltero, Kevin Flores, Nick Flores, and Ryan Noriega.
Good job blocking by the Bulldogs.
They're going to go with the tight end to the left side, flank to the right. Going under center. Going to hand it off to Gonzalez up the middle. Gonzalez will get a few yards. In fact, he's going to get close to 5 yards on the play. They'll put him inside. That'll be a gain of about 4 yards on the play. So it'll be a 2nd down and 6 from the 23.
Manuel Quiñones with the tackle for the Tigers. They're going right at it.
We'll get the Tigers defense for you when we can, as the Bulldogs are coming right up onto the line. Brothers will go to the slot left, and he'll go in motion to the right. Hand it off to Gonzalez over right tackle. Gonzalez going to get enough yardage. Looks like he has the first down, or going to be close to it. He'll be inside the 20-yard line. Looks to be at about the 19, I think it's the 18-yard line. So a gain of about 5, so a third down and a yard coming up.
He runs big. He almost bounced off of Ponce. Ponce gets a hold of his ankle, and finally that's help.
31 yards on 3 carries for Chris Gonzalez. Stands 5'11" and 200 pounds. One of those runners that runs downhill we mentioned before. And he'll be the lone running back behind quarterback Cesar Luna. Had some problems with injuries this year, but they're looking strong starting out this game. They'll take the up the middle, got to carry it over the left side to Luna. Luna's looking for the goal line. He's going to be tripped up from behind, and that'll be a touchdown-saving tackle for the Tigers. That's coming up.
Omar Garibaldi.
Omar Garibaldi, exactly. If he doesn't do that, that's a touchdown because he's got a head of steam, and he gets down to the 7-yard line, a gain of 11, and a first and goal for the Bulldogs.
Wow. You got a timeout.
And a timeout on the field with 9:29 to go in this first quarter of play. It's the Bulldogs 0, the Tigers 0.
No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete temp-star cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. Just start. Quality you can feel.
Defensive starters for the Tigers. C.J. Ramos getting the call at a defensive end position along with Miles Moore on the other side. Maurice Padilla and Nick Escalante getting the call along the defensive line for the Tigers. And the Tigers will rotate a lot of linebackers and safeties. Manuel Patonis out there now. Ryan Bonillas, Brandon Silva, Andrew Luna, Stephen Shaw, James Ponce, all out there right now. As I mentioned, Garibaldi made that tackle a moment ago. It's Bulldogs. First and goal at the Tiger 7. Luna under center. Man in motion. This product, he's going to get the pitch around the right side. Gets steps up to the line of scrimmage and then gets hammered hard as he gets just inside the 5-yard line to about the 4. But it's gain of 3, second down and goal.
Manuel Pitones and Omar Garibaldi hit him hard. Pushed him back. Oh, there's a flag on the field.
Oh, there's a flag on the field, right? A flag at the field at the line of scrimmage at the 7. And I think it's going to go against the Bulldogs. Boy, that really hurts them as they were moving the ball down the field. It's going to be a holding call against the Bulldogs. That'll bring it back to the 16-yard line. Carrillo said it's a momentum breaker. It sure is. You're moving the ball down the field. You hate to have a penalty, but it's going to be a first and goal now at the 16-yard line. Under center is Luna, and in motion is Pratis. And up on the right side to Gonzalez. Gonzalez is going to get a little bit of positive yardage, but not a whole lot. As he'll get inside the 15-yard line to the 14, a gain of a couple, second down and goal from the 14.
Good job by Omar Garibaldi to wrestle him down after a short game.
To see what coaching brain trust for the Tigers came up with on that.
I think Chaco up there and you pointing at everybody.
Man in motion again is Pratis. Rolling to his right, pitch out to Pratis. The Tigers are going to cover this big time. It'll be a big loss on the play as that one just blew up completely as there's red jerseys everywhere. And Pratis is going to get brought down back at the 22-yard line. Let me see what their forward momentum was going to be. And that will be at the 19, so that'll be a loss of 5. Third and goal from the 19.
Good read by the Tiger defense.
George Pratis was running out there for the possible pitch when he saw the red jersey.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Just keep it yourself. I don't want this coming to the lineup for the Bulldogs. Diego Zatarain, and he is in along with Frank Rosiles. Rosiles will go to the tight left position now. And they'll put Perez to the right side and brought us in motion. Back to pass is Luna. Luna's got a lot of red jerseys again, nowhere to go. Throws it into the end zone, up for grabs, is incomplete. Goes into the end zone, but is not going to be completed. 4th and goal at the 19.
Good job to get rid of that ball.
Yeah.
Very smart.
I was afraid he was going to get tackled back.
Well, he was kept going backwards and backwards. It looked like he was trying to get around one of the linemen, and he'd go further back, and there's another Tiger there.
So it'll be a 4th and goal at the 19. At one point, it was 2nd to go from the 4, and then they had the holding call. They had a 1st and goal to 7 at one point. It's now 4th and goal at the 19 as the Tigers defense has stepped up big, and there's timeout on the field with 7:27 to go in the first quarter. It's the Tigers 0, the Bulldogs 0.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valley. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
So the Bulldogs come up and they have a 4th and goal play from the 19. It's either anyone that does. No person that could do it. I was looking at a deal today, in fact, that this was made in 2012, and there's been several victories by the Bulldogs since then, but at that point, Coach Surrey had 212 victories, which put him on the top 25 in the state.
What?
Yeah, so kind of interesting there. And like I said, that was in 2012, and he's had many victories since then at Calexico. So 4th and a goal from the 19. So another center. Take it one way, hand it to the other. Prada's going to turn the corner on the right side. He's got a little bit of room to run. Gets down to the 3, and he's going to be just short of the Tigers. They're going to stop him at about the 3-yard line. Great call on the counter, but the Tiger defense holds, and the offense comes out on the field.
Wow. But all the Tigers were back at the goal line, inside the 10-yard line.
Had to kind of play a prevent back there.
Yeah, they thought it was going to be a pass, but he ran a little counter off to the right.
That was a great little counter. All the way to the 3. So gain of 16 on that one. But the Bulldogs will come up short, but move the ball right on down the field against the Tigers, where the Tigers defense holds. 7:18 to go in the first quarter. Tigers take their first possession of the night. 1st and goal at their own 3, or 1st and 10 at their own 3.
Oh, they're going one-on-one.
Jordan Reed back to pass, sets up, puts in the flat, gets that out to, nope, going to be juggled and dropped by Joey Ramos.
I thought he caught it again.
Well, the referee was saying no, and then yet they put it down where he caught it, so it was a good catch. It'll be put down, bring it out to the middle of the field now.
Yeah, he had it.
Out to about the...
He had his back to that ref on the far end who called it complete. Guy on the inside called it.
So gain of 5 on that one. It'll be a 2nd down and 5 from the 8-yard line.
Yeah, they're gonna go with one-on-one at Joey Ramos. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. A lot of speed there. Back to pass. Jordan Reed sets up. Pump fakes one way. Pump fakes another. Gets a lot of pressure. Gets the pass off. Incomplete through the hands of Ryan Bonilla. It's a 12-yard line. Incomplete. 3rd down and 5 from the 8.
You have the time to pass. It's just too long to decide where to go.
Jordan Reed at quarterback, 6'5" and 175. Jesus Padilla, his running back, is to the right side of him, running the shotgun formation. Jacob Gray will go into the slot right. Ryan Bonilla is also to the right. Brenton Adams to the right. Back to pass is Reed. Passes out for Ramos. Complete, threw it behind him. He was open, but threw it behind him with enough yardage for the 1st down. Incomplete. 4th down and 5, and the Tigers will have to punt from the end zone as they go 3 and out.
3 and out. Yeah, 2 bad passes.
And it's been something that Tigers have had all season as they struggled in the first quarter. Let's hope it's not going to continue this entire first quarter. But every game other than the Valley Center game, of all games, Valley Center, we had a 20-3 lead in the first half. But in other games, we've all struggled. All of them. Ramos will go back to punt. Gets a good snap. To the right. He's got a lot of room to run. He's out to the 10-yard line. To the 20. He has the 1st down. Cuts up at the 25 to the 30. He's really gone. He's at the 50. To the 40. It's a quick race to the 30. To the 20. 10, 5. Touchdown, Joey Ramos. It'll be a 92-yard fake punt touchdown. The Tigers are up 6-0.
Oh, they're getting too much field off to the right. Nobody on the right side or left side of the defense. Woo.
once he got going, he made it look easy. He was like he was playing at a different speed, wasn't it?
I'd love to see him run after he catches the ball.
Wow, what a change in the last few seconds. For the Bulldogs had a first and goal, the Tigers 7. And with the Tigers a 4th and 5 at their own 8.
Well, could that
93-yard fake.
That could deflate the team right there. Oh, Tanner's in there right now. Snapping. Tanner Travis.
Tanner Travis is in the ballgame.
Oh,
the snap goes way past Ramos. Penalty flag goes down. Illegal procedure against the Tigers. And Tanner getting up off the ground right then, too. A little bit of contact out there. He's tough, though. I tell you that. Tanner Travis is a tough young man.
Yeah, Ramsey, the head ref, said he picked up the ball to throw it. That's the only way you can do it.
It's actually be a 92-yard touchdown run from the 8. Be a 4-play.
There we go. Now we're going to kick the ball.
97-yard drive. And Garobas will come in for the extra point attempt. 14 of 16 on the season. The ball is down. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 6:25 to go in the first quarter play, the Tigers 7 and the Bulldogs 0.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again, voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
That 4-play, 97-yard drive, capped by the 92-yard fake punt for the touchdown by Joey Ramos. Extra point by Edgar Robles is good. The Tigers lead at 7-0, kicking off for the second time in the ballgame. See if the Tigers defense can make some adjustments, as that Bulldog offense looked terrific on the first drive. Little squib kick, going to roll all the way back to the 18-yard line. Broadus is going to bring it out to the 30 and then hits a wall of the 30-yard line. He may not quite have made it to the 30, in fact. It'll be at the 29, and that's where the Bulldogs will have the ball first and 10, and they will be at their own 29-yard line.
Yeah, what a call. What a call. I don't know if they gave him the option of running or...
You know, it kind of looked like he had the go-ahead, the green light, as they would call it sometimes in baseball, of stealing a base. But it kind of looked like that because he got it, and he kind of looked to the right, and then once he started running, there was nobody there.
Nobody on that.
And running toward us, we could see how wide open that one certainly was. So the Bulldogs with a first and 10 at their own 29-yard line. And coming in, Sergio Serrano. First time we have seen him all season. And had surgery on his knee last year, was out for a full year. And he's playing now at a right linebacker position. So we'll keep an eye on Sergio. Good to see number 6 out there.
I got to watch him.
And it goes to motion. And off up the middle. And Sergio's going to be on the end of the tackle. The fact is Gonzalez will get the ball and he'll get a yard out to the 30-yard line. Second down and 9 from the 30.
Brandon Silva, the tackle for the Tigers. Oh, he only went in for one play.
Got in, though. That's you know, he's had to rehab that knee to get back in to be able to play. And so it's just terrific to see him get out there.
Yeah, you know, he come around when the family gets together. Coach Shaw will bring him around. Such a good kid. So humble.
Second down and 9 for the Bulldogs from their own 30-yard line. Man goes in motion as Pradas. Going to hand it up. Take the hand off and pitch it out to Pradas. And Pradas is going to get a little bit of yardage. That's about the 35-yard line before being brought down. Good play action fake by Gonzalez up the middle. It'll be a third down and Gonzalez is still down. Oh, Pradas is down on the field. So timeout on the field as Pradas is down. We'll check on his status with 5:16 to go in the first quarter play. It's the Tigers 7, the Bulldogs 0.
I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair. I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder. Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu. For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers! Ayton Express in Imperial is your warm-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save the bus with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Ayton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and Ayton Road in Imperial.
Let us take it off with a little bit of help on the far side, but good to see him get up. 3rd down and 4 for the Bulldogs from their own 35-yard line. Man goes in motion. Handed up to Gonzalez up the middle. He's going to go nowhere. Gets stood up at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Great job by the red line on that one. And a 4th down and 4 coming up from the 35.
I'm trying to get the number. I got to give him that one. 56. Joel Hernandez hit him hard, pushed him backwards.
So the Bulldogs will need to punt. And going back to do it, Eugenio Fernandez averaged 45 yards a punt this season. Ramos, and it goes way over his head. The snap goes way over his head. He goes back to the 5 and will get the punt off. And the punt, though, is only going to get to the line of scrimmage, and then we'll take a Calexico roll across the 50. And will be down at the 49-yard line. Boy, that snap was way over the head of the punter.
Yeah, they were just split prevent. They weren't rushing. If they would have been rushing from the beginning, they might have had a chance at it.
So the Tigers a terrific field position, 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line with 4:19 to go in this first quarter play and leading at 7-0. So yeah, that's going to be just a net of 16 yards. Due to the high snap. Jordan Reed at quarterback as man in motion. Jacob Gray hand up at the middle to Padilla. And Jesus will get hit at the line of scrimmage. We're going to cross the 50-yard line. We get positive yardage to the 47 of the Bulldogs. A gain of 4. 2nd down and 6.
Albert Torres tackle for the Bulldogs. Big kid.
Jesus now the leading ball carrier for the Tigers this year. That puts him over Quintero.
I love the way he runs.
Back to pass is Reed. Reed looks on the far side, wide open as Ramos catches the ball for 40-yard line. Makes a couple of moves, but has Bulldogs all around him, and he gets nowhere past that 40-yard line. But that'll be good enough for a 1st down. The gain is 7. 1st and 10 Tigers.
He sure did it. That's not the Muhammad Ali shuffle. That's what he was doing over there. He was dancing with Chris Gonzalez for the Bulldogs back there.
Along the line for the Tigers, James Folks at left tackle, left guard, Wolfgang Horner. Caleb Rowlands at the center position. It was mentioned in the pregame. Sebastian Mendoza will be at the right tackle. Luis Amarias at the right guard. Hand it off to Padilla at the middle. Padilla carries him in. Look at that, inside the 35-yard line to about the 34. Be a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4.
He carried that big boy. Sunshine Suicero, he carried him.
296 pounds.
And he was carrying him.
Yeah. And Padilla is 5'6" and 180. He is a tough young man. 2nd down and 4. Back to pass is Reed. Has to roll out to the left. A lot of pressure. And dump it off. Incomplete. It was intended for Ramos on the far sideline. We'll go a little bit short. 3rd down and 4 from the 34.
Padilla's going to go say something. He was wide open.
That's one thing that Jordan has struggled on, is getting his reads down, get those reads down. Two of 5 for 12 yards in the game so far for Jordan Reed, a quarterback. He'll have 3 wide receivers, Gray, Bonias, and Adams to the right, Ramos to the left. From the shotgun formation, going back to pass is Reed. A lot of pressure. Has to roll out to his right. Going to dump it off. And completes it to Brenton Adams on a good catch. Jumps up high at the 26-yard line. A gain of 8 yards and a first down for the Tigers.
Woo. Good job by Jordan rolling out, get away from trouble there. He had at least 3 Bulldogs, maybe even 4.
Good job of Jordan, though, of getting pressured, but rolling out to the right and not succumbing to that pressure. Going to be a quick pitch forward to Ryan Bonillas. Picks up a block along the left side. Gets away from a couple of Bulldogs at the line of scrimmage. Turns the corner. And still in his feet to the 20-yard line. It's still going to the 15 to the 10-5. Touchdown Ryan Bonillas, but a penalty flag is down at the 20-yard line. Wow, did he ever
I missed
throw it a play?
I missed it. I thought he was down.
It was a quick pitch forward. It'll be a holding call against the Tigers, which will nullify a sparkling 26-yard touchdown. Pass and catch and run by Ryan Bonillas.
Yeah, they had him right here to the line of scrimmage, little.
Right, and he did a lot just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he juked that kid, went left.
And then it was juke left, juke right, back forward, and then cut all the way to the end zone.
I missed it.
It's going to be a 5-yard gain, but the 10-yard from the point of the infraction will pull it back to the 30-yard line. So the Tigers will have a first and about 15 from the 30. So give them about 5 yards on that one. Back to pass. Reed going to play it out to the right side. Jacob Gray. Jacob Gray, he's on the move. He's at the 20 to the 15. Going to be dragged down inside the 15-yard line, but not before he gets a first down on a gain to the 14-yard line, a gain of 16 yards.
That Bulldogs had that one red. They had 3 defenders on it back there. That was a backwards passer, though. And I don't know how
Gary gets 16 out of it.
He's fast, so you have to get him
fast. No question about it.
He runs the 400.
First and 10 from the 14. Back to pass is Reed. Looks over the middle. Man, what a catch. What a catch. Jacob Gray. Man, he had a Bulldog all over him when he caught the ball at the 6-yard line. That'll be a gain of 8. So a second down and a couple coming up from the 6-yard line.
Good hands.
Boy, he reached out and grabbed that one.
Oh, they got to give it back to him now. He earned that one.
He earned that one.
They need to give it back. They got to get the score.
Jacob does not have a touchdown. So has 1 touchdown this year. I think that was last week against the Bulldogs. Reed looking over the defense. Has Padilla to his left. He's in the shotgun. They go back to pass. That's up. Going to go to the end zone for Brenton. And up incomplete. A little bit too far on the flare pattern. It'll be a 3rd down and 2 from the 6. Kind of surprised that they didn't hand it up to Padilla at the middle to get the 2 yards. To get a precious set of downs.
I'd like to give it to Gray. He worked hard for those last 2.
That stopped 4 straight completions by Jordan Reed. He's now 7 of 10 for 49 yards in the game. 3rd down and 2 from the Bulldog 6. Reed looking over the defense again, pointing out. Now fakes the handoff. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacob Gray. You got it. 6-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Reed to Jacob Gray. And the Tigers are up 13-0.
Oh, he is happy. Good job by the Tigers. Everybody went right, and then he went all the way across behind the linebackers.
Nice little play action fake to Padilla up the middle, too, to kind of freeze the linebackers in the line, and then pull back, swing it to the left. Yeah, great job. Tigers set up for the extra point attempt after Robles. Now 15 of 17 on PATs for the year. And the ball is down. The kick is up. And it is good. No, it is hooked a little bit to the left, I guess. So no good on the extra point. So with 1:09 to go in the first quarter play, it's the Tigers 13 and the Bulldogs 0.
When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you like it. Deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials, too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday.
10-play drive for the Tigers. This one will go 46 yards on the drive, and capped by the 6-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Reed to Jacob Gray. for Reed. That is his 16th touchdown pass of the year. For Jacob, his second reception touchdown of the year. 5 drive kicks, going to bounce. The runner is going back to pick it up on his stumbles and falls at the 5-yard line is where it is downed by Javier Contreras. It was just a wobbly kick that the Bulldogs didn't get a hand on.
Yeah, the kid went down to get it, and it bounced to the left. The other guy bent over to trip on his own shoe. So he's down as soon as he touched the ball.
He touched it, yeah. That's at the 6-yard line. That's where the Bulldogs will have the ball at their own 6. First and 10, trailing the Tigers 13-0.
I feel bad for the kid.
Yeah.
And they started so well. I thought we were going to have a good game here.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully we pick it up.
If you're just joining us, the Bulldogs started out at their own 38-yard line. And in about 8 plays, they were down, or actually in 6 plays, they were first and goal, the Tigers 7. And the Tigers were able to turn them away and then scored on a big punt touchdown by Joey Ramos. Now the touchdown pass from Reed to Gray. Man goes in motion as Pradas. Good to see him back in the game. Gets the pitch over the right side. That's a dangerous one. Close to the end zone. Wow, that's close to being a safety. That's about the 2, I think. Boy, he took a shot.
And then to pitch it again.
And, yeah, that's a dangerous one. Because that gets away and is a fumble.
Yeah.
Tigers recover. That's a touchdown in the end zone. But he makes it out to the 2. But it'll be a loss of 4. Second down and 14 from the 2.
What? He got the tackle. Sergio got his first tackle.
Sergio got his first tackle. Good deal. Glad to see Pradas back into the game, though, after being helped off the field earlier in the quarter. 29 seconds to go, and timeout called by the Bulldogs. With 29 seconds to go in the first quarter of play, it's the Tigers 13 and the Bulldogs 0.
Ray at Dermis Floor Covering would like to take this opportunity to say thank you, Imperial Valley, for your patronage. Dermis Floor Covering has been in business since 1978, working hard to satisfy customers with exceptional products and outstanding service. They're doing something right at Dermis Floor Covering, so if you're looking to replace your flooring, stop by Dermis Floor Covering and see the latest styles from the Shaw Floor Gallery, a gallery that will inspire you. Dermis also offers free estimates valley-wide. Stop by 220 North J Street in Imperial. The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football team with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
I want to welcome Lee Elder, Lee and Amy back in Sandwich, Ohio. It's been so cold back there, 70 degrees right now in Ohio. 70 with a chance of rain, yeah. Wow, that's different, isn't it? We have some scores we'll get you in just a moment. Right now the Bulldogs with a second down and 14 from their own 2, setting off. From the right to the left, from the north to the south here in Imperial. And up the middle, Tucker's going to be all over that. It'll be a gain at about the 5-yard line, though, so give them a gain of 3 to Gonzalez. So with that 3, it's going to be now a 3rd down and 11 from the 3-yard line.
Miles Morrow with the tackle for the Tigers, his first of the night.
38 yards on 7 carries for Gonzalez so far in the game. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. With the score, the Imperial Tigers 13 and the Calexico Bulldogs 0.
Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, cold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Ayton Road in Imperial. No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete 10-star cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. 10-star quality you can feel.
Starting out the second quarter, 13-0. Tigers with the lead. You have some scores for us, George.
Forgot to turn myself up. I'm sorry. Yeah, we got Brawley over Palo Verde in the first quarter, 21-0, and Centro over Southwest also in the first, 20-0.
20, those are big scores and shutouts so far throughout the IVL. It's 13-0 Tigers over the Bulldogs, as Calexico facing a 3rd down and 11 from their own 6-yard line. Luna will carry it around the right side, and he gets smashed right at the line of scrimmage. There'll be no gain on the play, and with a 4th down and 11 from the 6, the Bulldogs will have to punt. And remember, the last time they snapped for a punt, it went way over the kicker's head.
That was Serrano. He is so pumped. So am I.
Can you imagine not being able to play for that long and be able to get out? You know he's got in on homecoming night. You got to be pumped up for that.
He hit him hard, too.
3 carries for 24 yards for Cesar Luna, had a 13-yard and 11-yarder in his first carries, running the option for the Bulldogs, but gets shut down this time. So back to punt Fernandez, deep to receive for the Tigers. Ramos and Bonilla see if they get a good snap this time. It is a good snap. Rushes it, but it gets a good punt off. Bonilla will catch it at the 42. Looks to the right side of the 35 to the 30. Still up to the 25-20. He's looking to the end zone. Dives. Touchdown, Tigers. Ryan Bonilla on the punt return of 42 yards, and the Tigers are now up 19-0.
He finally got hit to his stakes going. I don't think we've seen that all year, but once he gets going, it's so quick.
Got some speed there, no question about it.
Top-end speed. And the Tigers went for the block on that.
It's a good punt, too.
It was a good punt.
And Ryan got under at the 42-yard line, broke maybe one tackle, and then it just took off in the speed. Tigers may go for 2 here, as Bonilla is in position for it, now pulls back for the hold, and Edgar Robles will be in for the extra point attempt. He's 15 of 17. They get 15 of 18 on the season after he missed one earlier tonight. Call this down, and the kick is up. It is good.
Good.
With 11:04 to go in this first half of play, it's the Tigers 20 and the Bulldogs 0.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valley. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
42-yard punt return for a touchdown by Ryan Bonilla. That's his first punt return for a touchdown this year. And with the extra point by Robles, 20-0, the Tigers lead in this ball game against the Bulldogs. And now, Misael Velasquez kicking off. Left-footed kicker. And another one in the end zone for a touchback. That is his 6th touchback of the year. And the Bulldogs will take the ball, 1st and 10, at their own 20-yard line.
Bigfoot.
Yeah, he can kick. And, you know, if you got somebody that can kick it, and you're seeing more and more in college of that, of players that are, that's all they do is kick it off. And it's just kick it in the end zone. Yep. And it's, in college, you get it out the 25-yard line, but still, it's got to be demoralizing trying to go 25 every single time and not get a chance to return one.
Yeah.
So it's got to hurt.
That injuries stay down. Look at a baby girl.
In a way, waiting.
Cindy Butler helps him too. She's down there pointing them up.
Cindy from the class of 75, trying to make the belly play up the middle. And Gonzalez, the ball carrier, he'll get to about the 22-yard line, a gain of a couple, 2nd down and 8.
James Folks with his first tackle of the night for the Tigers. Good ball there. What do we got back there? Everybody stays the same. We got Ryan Shaw. Yeah, everybody's the same on the defense.
Luna under center. Standing in motion. You fake it, pitch it out around the left side and getting a first down a little bit more, getting out of bounds after a good gain. Javier Contreras, his first carry of the night, will get out to across the 35-yard line. Let's see if we're going to mark it his forward progress before getting shoved out of bounds. Was at about the 37, so a gain of 15 yards and a first down for the Bulldogs.
I love that pitch. I love that option pitch.
Yes. You grew up watching that option pitch, didn't we?
Gosh. Yeah, Ryan had him and he got blocked. He went right around the end.
Don't know if your brother Art is listening or not, but Art did the pitch, the triple option so well.
He was so good at reading those linebackers.
And he took a lot of hits, waited the last moment to get the pitch off, and then would get nailed. And you have to admire him for sticking in there for that. That's a tough job as a quarterback. First and 10 Bulldogs from the 37-yard line. And in motion to the near side. Take the handoff. Luna's going to carry himself. He gets punished, but he's going to be brought down at about the 30. I think it's 39. No, they'll say it's the 40-yard line. Give him a gain of 3. Second down and 7.
Good hit by Andrew Luna.
Luna. That one. Cesar Luna, the quarterback. Junior quarterback, 5'11", 178. 4 carries, 27 yards so far in the game. And now a second down and 7 from the 40-yard line coming up for the Bulldogs.
They were talking about you on the radio here.
Oh.
Next door.
They were talking good.
Yeah.
It's always great to see John and Dick. And up the middle to Gonzalez. And Gonzalez gets positive yardage, about 3 yards on that one. So third down and about 4 coming up from the 43-yard line. So Gonzalez now 43 yards on 9 carries. And the third down and 4 from the Bulldog 43-yard line.
Good hard hit by Ethan Ramos.
Yeah, there's some hard hits out there tonight. Gonzalez punches it up the middle hard, and then the Tigers' defense really stepping up. Good to see number 6 out there. Sergio Serrano now the left linebacking position. And up with the middle to Gonzalez. Still on his feet across the 50-yard line to the 45. Finally be dragged down by the Tigers at the 43, but a first down big gainer for running back Chris Gonzalez.
Good job at Stevens trying to bring him down. He's gone. He came up a little lip on that left leg again.
14-yard gain by Gonzalez. That'll give him 57 yards now and 10 carries. That's a 5.7 yard per carry. Pretty good clip. Came into the game 55 for 183, and tonight 57 on 10 carries to start this one out. They stay in the double wing, man in motion to the near side. Take the handoff. Luna's going to be on the right, and instead of looking for the pitch man, he has to eat it. Sergio Serrano, there you go. Solo tackle there back at the 46-yard line and a loss of 3. So it'll be a second down now and 13 from the 46.
4 loss. Good job by Sergio. Fought off a blocker and still made the tackle.
And a solo tackle. Look at him. He knows that was a good play. Watching him walk in there. You know he is pumped out there.
So excited for him.
Second and 13 from the 46 for the Bulldogs. Man goes in motion to the near side. Handed up the middle. Gonzalez, and he punches to the outside, though. And Gonzalez is out to the races to the 35-yard line, the 30, to the 25. They'll be tripped up and brought down at the 25-yard line by Ryan Bonilla. But not before he gets great run by Chris Gonzalez to the 26, a 20-yarder.
He's just going right up the middle. He bounces out to the left. That's all he gets. Simple, simple, simple. Good push by the front line for the Bulldogs.
Good size at 5'11" and 200 pounds, showing pretty good speed on that one as well. And a gain of 20. It's a first and 10 Bulldogs from the Tiger 26-yard line. And go man in motion again. And in the middle this time is going nowhere as the Tigers are all over Chris Gonzalez. He'll be getting no gain on that one. And in fact, a loss of the play. No, we're going to say what the line of scrimmage, so no gain of the play. It'll be a second down and 10 from the 26.
Yeah, he had some beef in him there. Now Serrano, Ethan Ramos, and Miles Moore.
Kind of waiting for that one.
3 big boys, yeah. I wouldn't want to get hit by them.
Second down and 10 for the Bulldogs from the Tiger 26. 2 wide receivers will come out to the right side of the field this time for the Bulldogs. De Leon and Perez. And it's going to be sure what happened on that. Play is called at the line of scrimmage. Legal procedure. There you go. So legal procedure is going to be called against the Bulldogs to bring that 5 yards back. And penalties have really hurt the Bulldogs tonight. Yeah, second down now, 15-31.
6:35 left in the second quarter.
Second down and 15 for the Bulldogs from the Tiger 31-yard line, trailing Imperial 20-0. 6:25 to go in the half. And a motion to the near side. And up to the middle. He punches to the outside again. And he gets tripped up and brought down inside the 20-yard line at about the 18. And that'll be a 13-yard gain. And now a third down and a manageable 2 for the Bulldogs at the 18-yard line.
Oh, we got a Bulldog down in the middle of the field. One of their big boys.
Well, the lineman down for the Bulldogs, and it's going to be Kevin Flores, 6'2", 255-pound senior that is down on the field. And with timeout on the field and 6:10 remaining in this first half of play, it's the Tigers 20 and the Bulldogs 0.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again, voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
And good to see Kevin Flores walking on this under his own power on the Bulldog sideline. It looks like Eric Herrera will come in to replace him along the Bulldog line.
Well, they got some beef up there.
Yes, they do.
They're like Holtville.
You bet. When you look at 239, 294, 255, 280, and 200. Third down and 2 on the 18-yard line for the Bulldogs. With an under center, has a man in motion. Hands it up, fakes the handoff. He's going to carry it himself on the side. He should have pitched. That was a chance to pitch and didn't do it. And stepping up with a big tackle is Patones. And the Tigers now will have the Bulldogs with a fourth down. And that loss will bring him back about the 22-yard line, a loss of 4.
Oh, if he hands it to the fullback, he went right over the center.
That was the pitch time there.
But, yeah, once he had to release it, just handed it off, he had the first down.
4th down and 6 from the 22. Luna fakes the handoff, rolls around the right side, got to get the pitch off. The Tigers are going to come up, though, they're going to stop it. Will not get the first down. They'll get to the 20-yard line, but will not get the first down as Javier Contreras will get the call. And it'll be a gain of 2, but not enough for the first down, and the Tigers will take over possession. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That was good to see Serrano get out that far and make that tackle. I'd love to talk to him right now.
You know he's
hurt
out there.
Oh, gosh.
So 1st and 10 Tigers. Ball on their own 20-yard line. 5:14 to go in this first half of play. And leading at 20-0. Back to pass is Reed. He'll throw it over the middle. Looking for Jacob Gray, will fall incomplete. Not sure if there's a little mix-up in pass and catch on that or not. But it'll be incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
You've got my brother Albert Sanchez out here.
Another Imperial High grad.
79.
2nd down and 10. And up at the middle to Padilla. Padilla is going to get hit. Almost the ball, but he jumps on top of it. And there will be no gain on the play. So the Tigers now with a 3rd down and 10. It'll actually be a loss of a yard. Yeah, loss of a yard. So 3rd down and 11 from the 19. Don't normally see Padilla dropping the ball like that. It's not unusual.
First read.
So Reed back in the shotgun formation. Padilla to his right, goes back to pass. Sets up, looks over to the right side, has receiver open. Ryan Padilla's going to catch up for the first down, go out of bounds, headed out the 35-yard line, or they can say 33 is where he actually steps out. And that will be a gain of 14 yards and a first down for the Tigers.
Was it about a 30-yard pass there?
Yeah, it is when you consider he's on one side of the field going to the other, yeah.
talks.
The second reception for 19 yards for Ryan Bonillas.
Pretty catch. Pretty catch. Right off his right shoulder.
69 yards total for the Tigers. Back to pass is Reed. And a float one down. As a receiver catches it. Britton Adams. He'll be at the 20 to the 10. Touchdown Tigers. What a beautiful pass and catch.
Never broke stride. Beautiful pass right over the left shoulder.
67-yard touchdown pass. And it was a thing of beauty.
Beautiful. That's going to be one of the prettiest passes.
There's a pass of, 40, 45 yards?
It's not like he threw it up.
No. And Britton Adams just ran underneath and never broke stride.
Beautiful.
Fourth touchdown catch of the season. And the Tigers are now up 26-0. Tigers line up way over to the right, to the left side. So like they're going to fake over two, and then they'll bring everybody back. And Robles will set up with Ryan Bonillas' hold. And Robles' kick is up, and it is good. With 4:26 to go in this first half of play, it's Imperial 27 and Calexico 0.
I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair. I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder. Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu.
Drive only took 48 seconds. 67-yard touchdown pass. Second of the night for Jordan Reed, and the first of the night and third of the year for Britton Adams. For Jordan Reed, that's his 17th touchdown pass to only 3 interceptions. Woo. Yeah, that's kind of nice.
Good ratio.
Nice little stat there, for sure. Kickoff goes into the end zone, and the Bulldogs will have the ball 1st and 10, and they will be at their own 20-yard line. Touchback number 7 for Velasquez. Got a score for us, George?
Yeah, just got an update. Centro 27-0 over Southwest, and Brawley is still 21-0 in the second.
.133 yards passing now in the night for Jordan Reed. 2 touchdowns. Man goes in motion, Zatarain, handoff, will make the handoff, and pitch around to Zatarain around the left side. He gets hit hard. What a tackle coming up to make the play as Britton Adams makes the stop right at the line of scrimmage, maybe gain of a yard. Looked like something that could have been a big gainer, though, and he comes up and makes an open field tackle. Virtual off. There is a yellow flag down at the line of scrimmage. So we'll see what that flag is going to be called for.
Well, Brandon, I had him with the first tackle. We just come in.
9 of 14 for Jordan Reed. It's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. Is that what it's going to be a call? No. Yes, unsportsmanlike conduct against Calexico. Ooh, that's going to get Coach Tyree a little upset over there. You don't like those kind of calls.
You don't lose your head.
Oh.
I don't know. I didn't see it. I know there was wrestling going on this side, but I thought they just tripped over each other.
So we'll take it half the distance to the goal and put it out at the 10-yard line. So it'll be a 1st down and 20 from the 10. So the Bulldogs back up to their goal line once again on the 1st and 20 from their own 10. Load that quarterback under center. Keep the double wing going, man in motion. Pitch around to Zatarain around the left side. Zatarain tries to turn the corner. Another open field tackle. This time, yeah.
Adams again. Should have erased it.
Another open field tackle for a gain of a yard. 2nd down and 19 from the 11.
I was watching that play in the tight end. Excellent job on that. He told his outside linebacker to break that pitch up to his left.
good open field tackle with Brenton.
Oh, yeah, he tripped him up.
Brenton doesn't get out there.
Brenton's quick.
Yeah.
So quick. He was a workhorse last year for the JV.
Uh-huh.
He could run the whole game.
Second down and 19 from the 11 for the Bulldogs. Going left to right, and they're all white uniforms with the garnet colors. Numbers hand off up the middle to Gonzalez. He'll also be corralled outside the 15-yard line at about the 16. And that'll be a gain of 5, so a third down. Or make it a fourth down. That's right.
Good job by Ethan Ramos, bringing it down.
Down earlier, so that was a third down play, now fourth down coming up. So fourth down and 14 from the 16. After the 6-yard gain by Chris Gonzalez and the punting situation coming up for the Bulldogs. Fernandez to punt. Ramos and Bonillas back to receive. It's going to snap back. Nope. It's going to be a low punt. It's going to go straight out of bounds and off the side of his foot. And we'll go straight out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. Make it the 35 or so. See where they're going to say it went out. They're going to say it right after 30. So that's going to be a net of 14 yards, and the Tigers have great field position. First and 10 from the Bulldog 30-yard line.
It looked like he rushed himself. There's no Tiger back there. Good snap. It looked like he did a little stutter step.
And got it off the side of his foot.
Yeah.
Well, that's the inside of his foot. So the Tigers have great field position. First and 10 from the Bulldog 30-yard line.
Oh, I thought this was a red flag right here. Look at that.
It does look like it, doesn't it? Like a Brett Beanbag out there. Back to passes. Reed going to go deep. That's incomplete. Good job of chipping that away by Frank Rosiles, though. He didn't get a finger on that. That's a touchdown. The ball was perfectly thrown.
Oh, 31. Oh, good job. Calexico defender.
Yeah, well, if he doesn't get a hand up there, it's a touchdown. Timeout on the field. 2:07 to go in the first half. Tigers 27 and the Bulldogs 0.
For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers! Peyton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's the place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save $1 with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Peyton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and Ayton Road in Imperial.
Second down and 10 Tigers on the Bulldog 30. Make the handoff, throw it over the middle on the slant, get it completed, breaks the tackle, touchdown Adams. Brenton Adams will get a second touchdown of the night. He breaks the tackle at the 10-yard line, and that touchdown will make it now 33-0 Tigers.
All the defenders still down.
And gets up now is Rosiles, and he's going to be okay with a 30-yard touchdown pass. Third of the night for Jordan Reed, and the second going to Brenton Adams. And for Adams, that is his 5th touchdown reception of the year. And number 50, or make it 18, for Jordan Reed.
That was pretty fast.
Yeah, that was nice.
Right off the left hip. Adams like a defender. Oh, he snapped it.
Snap's going to be broken up by the Bulldogs, and getting it and trying to run for the extra point is Havoc Morales, but he's going to be tackled and brought down, and the extra point attempt will be no good. So with 2 minutes to go now in this first half of play, it's the Tigers 33 and the Bulldogs 0.
When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you like it. Deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials, too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday.
2-play, 30-yard drive. It's 30-yard touchdown pass. Jordan Reed to Brenton Adams. The extra point attempt, the 2-point conversion was no good. And it is a 33-0 Tiger lead with 2 minutes to go. The 2-minute warning of this first half.
Yeah, I'm just going to say that.
You had Velasquez with the kick because he caught at the 5-yard line. But after the 10 to the 15, and then tries to make a turn and can't do it. It's De Leon, and it'll be brought down there at the 18-yard line, and that's where the Bulldogs led the ball 1st and 10 for on 18.
What a hustle play by Edgar Robles. He sprinted down that middle of the field to make that tackle.
"11 seconds on that 2-play drive.
It looks like everything stays the same on the defensive side. Serrano's in there for Shaw right now.
163 yards passing in the game for Jordan Reed. 3 touchdowns. 1st and 10 Bulldogs from their own 18-yard line. Then under center, long snap count, can hand it off the middle to Gonzalez, and he'll get out to the 25-yard line. Penalty flag goes down after the play, after the 7-yard gain by Gonzalez. Nice gain of 7, too. The play should count. That's something afterwards. That puts him over 100 yards rushing on the night. 103 yards rushing on 15 carries for Chris Gonzalez on the night. That's his first 100-yard game of the season. Comes against the Tigers. Penalty flag's going to go against the Tigers. Defensive holding, was that what you called? Kind of unusual one on a running play up the middle.
Yeah, that run play right up the middle.
Yeah. So the penalty will bring the ball out to the 35-yard line. It's a 1st and 10 Bulldogs from the 35.
That can't be right.
Yeah. And there's no way the play was over. Luna's going to get it, and he's going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It'll be a 2nd down and 10 from the 35.
Wynn Hernandez in on the tackle for the Tigers.
Clock rolling down, a minute 14 and rolling here in this second quarter of play. We'll recap the score and give you the stats at halftime, so stay with us on that. "20 yards on 7 carries for Luna so far in the game. Zottering goes in motion. And up at the middle, Chris Gonzalez. He'll fool his way out to about the 40-yard line, the gain of 5. 3rd down and 5 coming up for Calexico.
Joel Hernandez with 2 tackles.
108 yards on 16 carries for Chris Gonzalez. 33 seconds to go in the first half. Calexico taking their time in coming up. 20 seconds to go with a 3rd and 5. Suspecting they will not snap after this one if they don't get a first down. Not taking any chances. Zottering goes in motion. And out Gonzalez up the middle. Gonzalez will be stopped short of the first down at the 43-yard line, a gain of 3. But now a 4th down and 2 coming up, and that will be the end of this first half of play. With the score, the Imperial Tigers 33, the Calexico Bulldogs 0. And we'll be back to wrap up this first half of play and get you the stats and scores and halftime here at Homecoming here in Imperial. Stay with us.
Ray at Dermis Floor Covering would like to take this opportunity to say thank you, Imperial Valley, for your patronage. Dermis Floor Covering has been in business since 1978, working hard to satisfy customers with exceptional products and outstanding service. They're doing something right at Dermis Floor Covering, so if you're looking to replace your flooring, stop by Dermis Floor Covering and see the latest styles from the shop or gallery, a gallery that will inspire you. Dermis also offers free estimates valley-wide. Stop by 220 North J Street in Imperial. The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football teams with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers! Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brick House Coffee, next door to Brick House Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brick House Coffee has so many drinks to choose from: hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brick House Deli with big, bold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Ayton Road in Imperial. No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete 10-star cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. Just start. Quality you can feel.
Halftime score here in Imperial. The Imperial Tigers 33, the Calexico Bulldogs 0. And here's how the scoring went in the game. We actually want to go before the scoring. As Calexico got the ball first, they marched right down the football field on the Tigers on their first drive, which started at their own 38-yard line. And a 22-yard run by Chris Gonzalez, a 13-yard run by their quarterback, Cesar Luna, followed by 9 more yards from Gonzalez, 11-yard run by Luna. And then the Bulldogs had a first and goal at the 7. But then the Tigers' defense, plus a big holding call, the Calexico team moved it back to the 19-yard line and a big loss of 5. And all of a sudden the Tigers turned it away. They would come right back, but go 3. It looking like it was going to go 3 and out. But then Joey Ramos at the 8-yard line, setting up to punt, decided to fake it, went 92 yards for the touchdown on the fake punt attempt. And the Tigers would get an extra point for Edgar Robles. And it was a 7-0 Tiger lead. They would increase that to 13-0 on their next drive. That was a 10-play, 46-yard drive. And that drive would take 3 minutes and 11 seconds off the clock. And Robles' extra point would be good, or would be no good on that one. And it was a 13-0 Tiger lead with 1:09 to go in the first quarter. And then the Tigers would add to it a 42-yard punt return for a touchdown by Ryan Bonillas, his first of the year. Robles added the extra point, and the Tigers led 20-0 with 11 minutes to go in the first half. Tigers would increase it 27-0 on a 4-play, 80-yard drive capped by a 67-yard, so the prettiest passes we've seen, and we've seen some good ones from Jordan Reed this year. This one will go to Brenton Adams for 67 yards, and the Tigers had a 27-0 lead, and then finished out the scoring with 2 minutes to go in the half. A 2-play, 30-yard drive after a short punt, and it was a 30-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Reed to Brenton Adams. 2-point conversion was no good. That gives us a 33-0 score. And by the way, that first touchdown pass went to Jacob Gray. And for Jacob, that is his second touchdown reception. It was a 6-yarder, and that made it 13-0. The 2 touchdown receptions for Brenton Adams carry his 4th and 5th of the year. And now Jordan Reed, with 3 touchdown passes in the first half, has 18 on the season. For Jordan, a quarterback, he's completed 10 of 16 passes for 163 yards, 3 touchdowns in the first half. Leading the way would be Brenton Adams, 3 catches, 105 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Jacob Gray, 3 catches, 30 yards, and 1 touchdown. And then another 19 yards on 2 receptions by Ryan Bonillas, 2 catches for 12 yards to Joey Ramos. So 163 yards passing for the Tigers in the first half. They would get 92 of their 101 yards rushing on the fake punt. So we'll just look at the 92.
Yeah.
But 101 yards.
Everybody else does.
101 yards of rushing for the Tigers in the first half. 92 on the fake punt by Joey Ramos. 9 on 3 carries for Jesus Padilla. So when you get that 101 and the 163, 264 yards of offense for the Tigers in the first half.
Just half of the year. This is what I was expecting from Brenton Adams.
Yes.
For the year. Just like what's happening tonight.
And the 2 touchdown passes were just great. Great passes from Jordan Reed. The second one, Brandon had to go up a little bit more forward. That's a good hands, though, and brought it in and went the rest of the way. For the Calexico Bulldogs, Cesar Luna, at quarterback, has thrown just 1 pass, and I'm not sure that was fully intended, and it went incomplete. But rushing, Chris Gonzalez, 17 carries, 111 yards for the Bulldogs.
Really?
Yeah, indeed.
Wow.
Had carries of 22, 20, 14, and 13 as part of his 17 carries in the first half. Add to it, quarterback Cesar Luna, 7 carries, 20 yards. And then Harris Pradas, 4 carries for 20 yards. And then Javier Contreras, 2 carries for 17. Diego Zatarain, 1 carry for 1 yard. 169 yards rushing in this first half for the Calexico Bulldogs.
Look at the Imperial.
So you can hear in the background, you hear the Flight of Imperial Band for our halftime festivities here on homecoming night. The score, Imperial 33 and Holtville 0. We'll give you scores of other things that are coming up.
Calexico. You said Holtville.
Was that Holtville? Yeah, well, mine, I guess. Imperial leading Calexico 33-0. Nice little.
This is nice Chevy there. Yeah. I think it's a Chevy. Like a 67, 68.
So that's from the homecoming memories coming up. Do you think about that this week?
A little bit.
I got one, I know, that I'll bring up when we come back. It was kind of one I can play fun on myself with. Oh, I saw Shelby Cobra coming up.
Oh, gosh.
We have some really nice cars, convertibles that are coming out. It's bringing all the candidates for homecoming queen on that beautiful night in Imperial for football. Scored halftime, Imperial 33, Calexico 0. We'll be back with our halftime in just a moment.
No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete 10-star cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. Just start. Quality you can feel.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valley. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again, voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
And another Shelby Cobra. You gotta love it. Hey, you know, next month there's a movie coming out that involves Carroll Shelby, who built the Shelby Cobras, and it's about Ferrari and Ford. There was a verbal commitment for Ferrari to sell to Ford in the mid-'60s. And when it came right up to the end of it, Enzo Ferrari said no, he wasn't going to do it.
Oh.
It angered Henry Ford, the second or third, so much that he decided he was going to go to Le Mans, France, which was a race that Ferrari, the 24-hour race that they would win every year, and Ford said, we're going to beat you in that.
What?
That's Carroll Shelby to go in on it. They built the Ford GT40. They did beat the Ferraris. A movie coming out next month with Matt Damon and Christian Bale, so you got to go see that one. Yeah, I got to go see that one. So we have some scores for you in a moment. We do have Brady Hoff coming up, our offensive coordinator. So we'll get a word with him while he steps by. And we'll talk to Brady for a moment, see what he says about this first half. Brady, good first half, 33-0.
Yeah, we looked pretty sharp. We got really sparked by Joey's fake punt there from, was it 91, 92 yards for a touchdown?
We got to ask you, does he have a green light on that?
Yep.
Okay, it looks like it.
You read that one. He saw that no one was there, so he took off. He made a good read.
Yeah, he did. He did a great job. And he's just so quick down the sideline, too, that once he gets out there, it's almost like he's in a different speed than some of those other guys. Jordan Reed, great first half passing.
Yeah, you look pretty sharp. Do a couple nice falls to Brent there.
Yes.
The last two possessions for touchdowns. That's the first touchdown to Brent was a gorgeous
Oh,
ball.
it's beautiful. Yeah.
And had a little misread at the first possession. We kind of got him straightened out. He was looking someplace, and we had to let him know where he should be looking. So, but he got him straightened out, and he's looking pretty good. So.
That's 3 good catches to Jacob Gray, 1 for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Look good for those.
Yeah, it's one of those things where we're looking kind of good. I know we had a little trouble picking up a few blitzes there, but we got that straightened out. It's a good night. We're executing, finally making good reads. So.
Yeah. And good starts. Yeah, and good starts this year. Yeah, the Valley Center of all teams. But yeah, starting out good. Although Calexico on that first drive got down inside the 10-yard line, and that was kind of scary.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job. That quarterback's a pretty good job. He did a good job reading that option, and you see he gets out to the third phase. You see a lot of high school quarterbacks, and they rarely get out to the pitch phase. So he's doing a pretty good job getting through all 3 phases, and yeah, they got after it a little bit at first, and even after that first drive, they've been able to get some yards on that option. So
yeah, quite a bit for the holding call. That pretty took the wind out of their sails, as it were, on that. What do you say with the kids at halftime for the second half?
3 sets, a 0-0 game. We got to come out and we got to finish this game. When we try and tell them every week. The last couple weeks always been, it's 0-0. We got to come back. Now it's we got to finish. We still got to play those 4 quarters and work on that. So that's one thing here. Even we get another touchdown here and we sub, we want the execution to stay high. This is a chance for those guys that work in practice too to get some run and get out there and play. So they got to execute when they go in as well. So it's kind of what you go through. You keep your execution high and let's finish this game.
Same on offense, same starters on offense in the second half?
For one series at least, okay. And then we'll see as we go there, and then we'll see from there. I know we got a couple kids that want to work in there. Didn't all get a really good week of practice, but get him a little bit of run, get him some reps, see what he can do in a game. And, guys like some practice, like Kevin, he's on our scout team running back. He's been working his butt off on scout team all day. We'd like to get him a few carries. So
okay, good.
Things like that we've got to work through here. So
I know you're on the offensive side, but it had to make you feel good to see the number 6 out there once again.
Oh yeah,
and he came up with some big plays too.
Yeah, it's nice that he's finally back. It's been such a long year for him trying to get back. And, but it looks like his knee's holding up pretty good, so that's good. So hopefully he'll be able to have at least a good half a season for his senior year. You'd hate a kid to, like Daniel Quintero was done for the year. You lose your senior year, but I mean, at least he got a half too. So. Yeah, it's good to see Sergio back.
And to know how much rehab he had to come back to be able to play, and so it's good to see him get out there.
It was bad, and if you could see it on the film last year against Brawley. Klein just kind of grabs him, and he didn't even get hit hard. He just kind of tweaked his knee wrong and tore it up. So it's nice to see that a fluke thing like that doesn't end his football career. He's able to get back out here.
We'll let you get back up on top, but thanks a lot for talking with us. It's Brady Hoffler, offensive coordinator for the Tigers, as they're getting ready to finish up the homecoming. That's 163 is what I have him on, the 10 of 16 with 3 touchdowns. And we'll try to get the name of the winner of our homecoming in a moment. Any homecoming thoughts that you have, or anything that might stick in your head?
Well, what I remember fondly is the pep rally that we had.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, and then the parade coming down the Imperial Avenue and Main Street.
Right, during the serpentine deal. And remember that? And we threw that down the, at that point it was Main Street, now Mariani Boulevard, and we get it Main and Imperial Avenue, and the cheerleaders would do some cheers there, and then we would walk back. Yeah, that was wonderful.
Good time.
So, and there were always different things that were coming up. I remember one that there were 3 incorrigibles that put a 77 rule sign that they put between the lights at the football field.
Did you guys ever get caught for that?
Or was I one of those guys? It was so funny because it was, and I'll say it now because the statute of limitations is over.
It's over.
But Mike Gilbert said, there was homecoming week, and he said, there's nothing going on for homecoming. We need to get something going. And so I said, yeah, we do. And, kind of, I slept it off. And he said, we need to get a sign we'll get a red sign with white letters that says 77 rules, and we'll put it up between the lights at the football field. I said, yeah, okay, good idea. I didn't think twice about it. And the next night, I hear this knock on my window about 11 or 11:30 at night. And I looked out the window, and Mike's holding this sign. I was like, oh, no, we're going to do it. So we went over and picked up, we got his old Morris Minor, and we went over, picked up Gary Cox, climbed over the fence here. Mike climbed up one of the poles on the south side on the home side. And, I mean, it was way up there. No safety belt. And it was dark, really dark. And got up there. I remember at one point he was up at the top, and he said, hey, the cops are coming. So me and Gary and I hit the ground, you know, thinking, oh, no. And then we thought he was kidding, but we looked up. They really were going through with their searchlight out. Like, oh, no. They didn't see us, though. And then we went down to the other light. So they went between the 20-yard lines and put that sign up on the other and got finished and, you know, giggled our way back home. And I remember getting up the next day and walking to school, and then 7 blocks away, you could see that sign. You could see it from the highway, in fact. But when I walked to school, you know, and try to keep a straight face, and Coach McGee lived next door to me at the time, and he came up and he said, Mike, hey, Gary, I want to see you in my office. Uh-oh. So we went into his office, and he said, I know you boys did that, putting that sign up there, you know. All our heads are down, of course. I think we're going to get suspended at homecoming week. No. And he said, I like what you're doing. I like what they did with that sign, try to get some going here. But he said, if you're going to do something stupid like that again, come and get the safety belt. I said, all right. Never did it again, but it was a good one. And Mike actually made a Photoshop look of that. Yeah. We posted on the Facebook site a few years ago. Yeah, so that was one of the fun things. I have another one that I'll tell in a moment. If we could find out, maybe we could get Dylan. He's doing the PA. If we could, or if you want to listen to the winner of that.
Faith Garcia.
Garcia, congratulations, homecoming queen.
Now, do you hear that her dream was to marry her soulmate, move to Hawaii, and have 3 kids?
Ah, nice. So congratulations. Faith Garcia, homecoming queen for 2019. The other story I had for homecoming that I could think of was that same year as our senior year, and I was going to be an escort for Kathy Johnson. And so we went down for here. Yeah, I was here, and we were going to play Needles that week. And so we were told to go down to Womack Mitchell Motor Company.
That's right.
And pick out a car to use, you know. So Gary and I, we go down there after school, and I think we went down on a Thursday afternoon, in fact, and we went down, picked out a beautiful Z28. Oh, it was like a midnight blue color, had the T-tops. It was a gorgeous car. So we asked them, you know, we're going to come back and pick it up the next day, and, you know, when can we get it? And they said, well, when do you get out of school? Of course, a lot of us didn't go full-time on our senior year, so I think I was getting out of school at 1 or 2, something like that. And he said, we'll just come by and pick it up. And so I said, well, can we drive it around some, you know? And he said, yeah, just don't do something stupid and bring it back on Saturday. Like, cool. So wake up Friday morning, and it's like, what is that sound? And I hear this pitter-pattering on the roof, and it is pouring rain. And the whole field was flooded. We couldn't get the car. We never got to drive it. That was as close as I got to drive a Z28. My luck.
Oh, that would have been awesome to drive a Z28.
I remember they put wooden posts or lumber that we could walk across the field because the track was just soaked mud back then. And so, yeah, that was our homecoming. That year, we actually escorted them by walking onto the field and walking off the field, and it rained throughout the game. Thankfully, we won the game. I think it was like 33-6 or something like that over Needles for homecoming. And
Needles was always tough, too.
Yeah, oh yeah, Needles was always tough. Wasn't it tough to go to games at Needles?
During the week. During the week, that was crazy on Tuesdays.
Basketball game or a baseball game.
And then after basketball. Yeah, basketball. And then we played freeze out in the back of the bus. Put all the windows down.
Across the desert, cold like it was.
That was great. Good times.
Oh, good times. Yeah, good times. I remember we, I think it was our senior year. Remember Sergio Rosas?
Centro, and Eddie.
Okay. Well, of course, the seniors, we all had a seat to ourselves. We made the JV and the freshmen get double, triple seats. So So he said he wanted to sleep on the floor, and so we said, yeah, go sleep on the floor. He was sound asleep. We were about halfway back. He's sound asleep. And we took athletic tape and taped his hands and his feet to the posts of the seats. So we got home. He couldn't move. So we said, well, we'll see you tomorrow. You'll be okay in here. You'll be safe, you know. And after he begged a little bit, we invited him to let him go. But, yeah, he was a good guy. Oh, he was. He had to work Sergio, so he was a good guy.
Good guy.
Always fun times going to school here in Imperial and homecoming nights like this. You get the cool air like we had tonight. It's probably in the upper 60s, I would say, because it's been a cool trend the last couple of days. So we got upper 60s and really nice weather. Lee, although I wanted to mention one deal here, he sent me a text. We're talking about Cal Poly Pomona, and Peggy's uncle Stan Jackson actually was, they had a All-American for the large universities in the late 50s, early 60s, but they had for the smaller ones, they called the Little All-American. And Peggy's uncle Stan Jackson was Little All-American quarterback, yeah. In fact, he set records passing at Cal Poly Pomona that were broken by Jim Zorn before he went to the Seattle Seahawks.
What?
Yeah. Wow. And Lee was pointing out here, as I mentioned, Marv Wood went to Holtville High School, and he was one of the receivers that Stan had. But when Lee was talking on here, Roman Gabriel played for the LA Rams, then came back as the head coach at Cal Poly Pomona, and when he did, Lee Elder did the color commentary.
What?
So, there you go. Got a tidy season somehow.
Yeah, that 18.
Yeah.
Roman Gabriel was my first quarterback that I wanted to be like. Dude, number 18. I had his
number
jersey.
18, exactly.
I had his jersey. We lived in El Monte at the time.
Mm-hmm. And we, when I was announcing the IVC football games, we went up and did an IVC Arab Palm Desert Roadrunner game in Palm Desert, and the quarterback there was Robin Gabriel, his son.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Was he there? Did you get to see him?
You know, we looked around and didn't see him. I'm sure he was, because I think he may have been coaching at Cal Poly at the time. I'm not sure what years they were, but this would have been around 1981, 82, somewhere in that vicinity. So he probably was there, but we didn't see him. Gary Holst was my color commentator. Do you remember him at IBC basketball coach?
Yeah, the coach.
Yeah, he was the coach up there. He was the commentator I had that year. We were coming back from that game, and Gary Coxwell was on that too, and the two Garys fell asleep in the back seat, and I said, well, I'll stay awake and keep Gary Holt's wife awake as we drove back. And we're driving, and we're talking about this and that and the other and everything, and we're coming down Forester Road, and we come up to Worthington, and she whistles right by. I said, are you going to take us home to Imperial? And she said, yeah, but we haven't got to Coachella yet. What? Oh, no, she was on automatic pilot. She had no idea we had gone that far. So we got off at 8 and then came back to Imperial. But I thought, oh, my goodness, good thing someone was awake the whole time. Who knows where we may have ended up, though. Wow. Both teams back out on the field now. The Calexico Bulldogs in their garnet and white jerseys and white pants with the garnet numerals and the garnet C on their helmet. The Tigers with their home all-red uniforms, white numbers with the black outline on the numbers, the interlocking I-18, an American flag on the left side of the helmet, the number on the right side of the helmet, and with homecoming, a big white letter I with the red trim on it out in the middle of the 50-yard line. Always nice when they separate the field up a little bit, too. You know, it's a little something different that we have.
The beautiful
I'll tell you what, one thing I got to show you, too, and looking over at John Moreno to the right, is one of the Bulldog from 1977 just passed away recently, but he put on Facebook, he would paint a Bulldog every year in the middle of the field for homecoming. And so John put it on there, and I'm telling you, it is one of the most amazing looking Bulldogs or any animal that I've ever seen. And I'll try to find that, and I'll let you see that, because it's just incredible. I thought, wow, this guy painted that out there? That was really neat.
Yeah, I was just thinking about some of the Bulldogs that we got to play against. Basketball and baseball, football, the Hidalgo brothers. You remember Pete and Jose Hidalgo? David Zuniga, another name, Louis Montaño.
Yep.
He's class of 78. Heck of a catcher and linebacker.
So Tigers get the ball in the second half, kick off will be coming from the Bulldogs. They'll be kicking from left to right, from the south to the north. And it's going to be a short kick that will be caught and go down to his knees at the 33-yard line by Brandon Silva. And that's where the Tigers will have the ball, 1st and 10. And Imperial will be at their own 33-yard line to open up this second half. A quarterback, Jordan Reed, for the Tigers. 10 of 16, 163 yards in the first half. We'll have Jesus Padilla starting out in the second half in the backfield along with him. He'll go to the left side. Jacob Gray with a touchdown reception in the first half will go wide left along with Joey Ramos. Brenton Adams with a couple of touchdown receptions will be wide to the right. Man in motion is Ryan Bonilla. Penalty flags all over the place. Looks like the Bulldogs jumped off sides on that as Ryan went in motion. See if anybody along the Tiger line moved or not. And I think it's going to be an offside. It'll be a offside call against the Bulldogs.
I was watching the sideline, so I didn't get to see what happened. I see the flags go up.
So they get a 1st and 5 out at the 38-yard line. Reed has plenty of motion. Quick pitch up in front of him. Ryan breaks a couple of tackles, gets out to the 40-yard line, finds a blocker at the 45 to the 50. Still in his feet to the 45 to the 40. To the 35-yard line, finally going to be dragged down at the 25-yard line. What a great pitch and catch run by Ryan Bonilla.
Beautiful cut. And he's holding on to the ball with both hands.
Yes, not taking any chances at all. We'll get all the way to the 25-yard line on that.
That's how we ran last year.
He had 37-yarder on the pass on the short pitch forward. And they'll get the clock started.
Oh, they can't be a running clock yet.
No, I wouldn't think so. Not 33-0.
No. I think he's meant to
take the hand off, throw it over the middle, gets to Joey Ramos, gets it at the 5-yard line, and he's going to get some help. The Calexico defensive back will get some help to bring him down at the 4 after a gain of 21 yards and a 1st and goal now for the Tigers.
And Javier Contreras held on to Joey. Was not going to let him go into the end zone.
Good job of stopping him from going there, too, in fact, yeah.
Joey's tough to bring down.
So now the 1st and goal for the Tigers at the Bulldog 4-yard line. Reed will line up in the shotgun. Hand out to Padilla. Padilla breaks the tackle, ties it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Just that quick. In 3 plays, the Tigers will go from their own 33-yard line into the end zone. And with 10:47 to go in the ball game, or the third quarter, have it's now the Tigers 39 and the Bulldogs 0.
Right up the middle. He got hit as soon as he got the ball, but he was not going to be denied.
Well, Padilla, that is his 3rd touchdown run of the year. Robles in for the extra point. Ball is down, kick is up. It is good. With 10:47 to go in the third quarter play, it's now the Tigers 39. They get the Tigers 40 and the Bulldogs 0.
I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair. I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder. Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu.
Tigers now 40-0 after a 3-play, 67-yard drive, 4-yard touchdown run by Jesus Padilla. Robles extra point. It's going to be a squib kick that's going to be picked up at the 23-yard line by Morales. They'll get out to the 25, then brought down at the 29. And that's where the Bulldogs will have the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Daniel Mendenhall brings him down. The JV player that comes up. Beautiful hit.
221 yards passing now by Jordan Reed in the game on 12 of 18 passes.
Oh, that was a toss. That's right.
Yep, we'll toss forward.
Beautiful run by Ryan Bonilla.
It was.
He was just waiting for his blocking to develop, and he
Took his time a little bit, yeah, and waited for the blocking. Good job.
Got one way, cut the other.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. And goes in motion to the near side. Then it goes back to pass. Oh, hit from behind and brought down. The miracle really that he held onto the football and did not get the fumble on it.
Miles Moore.
Miles Moore came up with a big tackle and a big loss on that one. And timeout on the field with 10:24 to go in the third quarter. Tigers 40, Bulldogs 0.
For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers! Peyton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save $1 with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Peyton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and Ayton Road in Imperial.
A loss of 8 yards on that. 2nd down and 18 from the 21 for the Bulldogs after getting a timeout. Talking to head coach John Tyree. Had such success here in Imperial with the Tigers back 45 plus years ago. And out goes up the middle to Chris Gonzalez, and he will struggle his way to get a yard out of it. So 3rd down and about 17 from the 22.
Ethan Sergio Serrano making the tackle for the Tigers. You know what I just noticed that went out with Tyree on that timeout? Frank Thomas Jr.
Yeah, I saw Frankie, in fact, before the ball game. Talked to him for a moment. Frank's dad, Frank Thomas Sr., 1976 graduate here in Imperial. So it's a homecoming of all sorts.
Yeah.
Kind of cool. 3rd down and 17. Well, Luna under center. Takes the handoff. Going to pitch it out. Ball hits the ground. Zetterine is going to get it, but it dropped about immediately at the 20-yard line. Be a loss of a couple. So 4th down and 19 coming up from the 20-yard line. The Bulldogs will have a punt.
Brendan Adams with the tackle for the Tigers. He almost got there when that ball bounced straight up to the running back. Adams was there.
Cornelius and Ramos deep to receive. Fernandez to kick for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs need to get a good punt here from the 20-yard line. Good snap back. And a good punt. So Fernandez punt. We're going to land near the 50-yard line. Take a good Calexico bounce inside the Tiger 40-yard line to the 39. And that's where the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Good roll. Good bounce for the Bulldogs.
$41-yarder on the punt for Fernandez, who was averaging 45 coming into the game. Yep.
Joaquin Alvarado coming in.
Yeah,
quarterback for the Tigers.
So Joaquin Alvarado will come in at quarterback, and we'll have Jordan Reed on the sideline. Haven't seen Alvarado in a few games.
Yes, good to see him out here. Good arm.
And Brennan Adams will get the handoff up the middle. Brennan will get stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll give him a gain of a yard on the play at the 40-yard line. Brennan getting a few carries based on strong practices this week. That basically is it. 2nd down and 9 from the 40-yard line.
I don't have number 6 with the Bulldogs on the roster.
And I'll begin to put it as well. He's going to bounce out to the outside of the 45-yard line, the 50 into Calexico territory. Finally going to be ridden down at the 40-yard line. Good gainer of 20 yards by Brennan Adams.
Javier Contreras finally brought him down. That's a 20-yard gain.
Had some good gains against Valley Central when we were up there. Remember, Brennan did. Showed some good speed. Got a touchdown on that one. Back to pass is Alvarado. Going to get pleated over the middle to Andrew Luna, and Andrew's going to get out to the 30-yard line, still on his feet, straight arm, but it's brought down to the 25. Good tackle for Broadus to bring it down to the 25-yard line, but not until he gets a 15-yard catch and a first down.
Yeah, Broadus came up doing stretching out his back or something.
It looked like when he got up, he was doing that.
Yeah. First I thought he was celebrating, but I think he's stretching out. Ramos, Luna.
Back to pass Alvarado. Oh, a lot of pressure. And you're going to be sacked. That fumble and picked up in the air and by one of the Bulldogs players and tackled immediately, but on his toes watching the ball as Eric Guerrero gets the fumble recovery, and the Bulldogs stop the Tigers at the 41-yard line. Mistake to Alvarado and not tucking that ball in.
Ooh. He just barely got his feet set, and he got hit. That was a breakdown in the front line there. He had 3 Bulldogs on him.
Going to put it at the 42-yard line, so that's going to be a loss of 17 on that one. .63 recovery. First and 10 Bulldogs at their own 42-yard line. And a motion to the near side. Then he'll hand it out to Gonzalez. Breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Squirms his way across the 45 to the 46. Gain of 4. Second down and 6.
That was Luna that got him. Nope.
116 yards on 19 carries for Chris Gonzalez tonight.
Brandon Stilla makes a stop for the Tigers. Oh, Sergio's in there.
Second down and 6 for the Bulldogs from their own 46-yard line, trailing the Tigers 40-0 with 6:44 to go in the third quarter. Zatarain in motion, handed off to Gonzalez up the middle, gets hit behind the line of scrimmage, going to be dropped. The Alasso play back at the 45-yard line, a loss of 1. So a third down and 7 coming up at the 45.
Nathan Villalobos made the stop. Got him with the first tackle. Now we're bringing in some other players. Like it's not just Villalobos. Brendan Adams getting to playing time.
We'll go over
Off
to
the defense.
right defensive end position is Villalobos.
Yeah.
Third down and 7. Bulldogs from their own 45. Swap guards or tackles for the Bulldogs. Man in motion near side. And up at the middle of Gonzalez. Gets dropped immediately. He gained of a couple, but a fourth down now and 5 from the 47-yard line. And I would suspect Bulldogs will have to punt with a 4th and 5 at their own 47. Although, Coach Tyree may go for it from there. Punter's not coming in. In fact, bringing in the play is Avik Morales. Will bring in the play from the sideline. So big chance being taken by the Bulldogs. But when you're down 40-0, you got to get something to spark it. So 4th down and 5 from the 47. Tiger defense. We'll dig in here. Wide receiver going wide left and a flanker wide left. Zatarain goes in motion. Fake the handoff. Luna goes around the left side. Tigers are there. Breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage, but he'll come up short. He'll get to the 48-yard line and a gain of a yard, but he'll come up short. The Tigers defense will give the offense possession at the Bulldog 48-yard line.
Good job with containment there. They didn't make that corner. Andrew Luna finally brings him down. Because Sergio Serrano was all the way up there.
So 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
He does such a good job on that fight.
Yes, he does.
Dylan Nichols.
Now, announced the Centro Calexico game last week on the radio at KXO. Got his first opportunity to. Quick pitch forward to Joey Ramos on the left side. Joey, give it some speed, breaks the tackle at the 25, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown Tigers, just that quick. Joey Ramos will get the pitch and go 48 yards for the touchdown. And it's 46-0 Tigers.
Yeah, Brandon's leading blocker there, Patrick Luna. I said, oh, beat away for his blocker. Untouched.
I believe, yeah, Alvarado was in there, so it'll be a touchdown pass for Joaquin Alvarado.
Oh, that's right.
48 yards. Yeah, it was forward pass.
Good call.
The Tigers will line up for the extra point. Edgar Robles to do the honors. But he is on the hold. Ball is down, the kick is up, and it is good. With 4:46 to go in the third quarter of play, it's the Tigers 47 and the Bulldogs 0.
When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you like it. Deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials, too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday.
Scoring drive for the Tigers. It's a quick one. One play, 48 yards, 12 seconds from Joaquin Alvarado to Joey Ramos. And for Ramos, that is his 8th touchdown reception for the all-time receiver for this Tiger team. Kickoff will go into the end zone by Velasquez. That is his 8th touchback of the year, 3rd of the night.
Yeah, that was smart of him to let that bounce. Because he was going to catch it, and he just
went the
other way.
Yeah.
He was been at the 1 or 2 yard line.
Yep. Any updated scores we can sneak in real quick? Take a look. We'll get it playing in here.
Richard Adams is coming in.
Brenton Adams doesn't normally play defense. They're going to have him coming in, right, playing at the defensive end position on the near side.
Earlier, the last session, we had C.J. Ramos in there. We hadn't seen him in a while. I guess that's the only change. Just
Adrian Raya.
Oh, yeah.
On the near side here, defensive back. First time we've seen him getting into a game. 1st and 10 from the 20. Handoff's going to go up the middle. A little bit of positive yardage, but really taking some hits to do it is going to be Chris Gonzalez. You get about 3 yards on the play. They get a 2nd down and 7 from the 23.
I think that was, it was Hernandez. I could see the 6. Number 56, well, Hernandez. Had a quick update here. Brawley over Boulevard at 38-0, the 3rd. And we do have a running clock. 4 minutes left in the 3rd.
Yeah, it's running clock the rest of the way. It'll be a pitch to the left side to Zatarain, and he's going to get around the corner, break a tackle at the 35-yard line, be driven out of bounds at about the 48, but a good run by Zatarain, and that's his longest carry of the night.
Trying to see who pushed him out. I can't see the number. I think it was Chris Alvarez, number 15. Oh, it is. Chris Alvarez. See, it's a playing time. Good to see that.
We'll put the ball out at the 38-yard line, a gain of 15, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Is Zatarain 14 yards on 3 carries in the ball game. 1st and 10, Calexico. Man in motion to the near side. Fake the handoff. Back to pass. Rolling to his right is Luna. Luna throws it out on the near side to Zatarain. It goes bounce off his one hand at the 48-yard line. Ball's incomplete. And penalty flags all over. And as they go against the Tigers as a late hit by Moore, or mixing it up, they were pointing toward Miles Moore at the line of scrimmage. But I think it's going to be against the Tigers. And it will be a big infraction after the play, after the incomplete pass. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Tigers. And a second one. Ooh, is that going to be a 30-yard penalty?
Oh, is it Miles?
Yeah, I think so. They were pointing over toward him.
Oh, 56. coach is talking to.
So we're going to see how far this is going to be consecutive, double, unsportsmanlike calls, and if so, got to be 30 yards of penalties for the Bulldogs.
Anyway, I asked Albert, if my brother-in-law, if he would find out who the queen was in their class for their year, or class of 79.
Mm-hmm.
It was Deborah Williams.
Deborah Williams. I can't remember her. Yeah.
I wonder if he's out of the game. Because I believe if you get two, you're out.
Yeah, and if it was consecutive ones and both against him, yeah, but he's on the field still.
No, 56 right here.
Yeah, but I'm saying for Miles Moore, and they're saying if the penalty was against 50, they
I thought it was
put the 5 and the 0 pointed toward the sidelines as the coaching staff wanted to know who the call was against.
See, Coach Ortega's still barking at him right here.
Still haven't marked off the yardage yet. Still waiting for that. But it will be at least one 15-yarder against the Tigers, maybe two. So we'll have to see what this call is going to be.
We got Central over Southwest in the third, 41-7. And Brawley still the same, 38-0 in the third over Palo Verde.
Okay.
Okay, so what's going on here? Ramsey, the head ref, is coming over to talk to Coach Laguerre.
So waiting on the field. Now they're starting to mark off the yardage against the Tigers. And it is going to be 30 yards worth, yeah.
That's a long one.
It's a long one. Those are long yard steps, 30 of them.
We just went out of time in the third quarter. Just didn't even stop for that.
That did. That 30-yard penalty's got to put the clock down to 0 with the running clock.
Yeah,
and at the end of 3 quarters of play, it's the Imperial Tigers 47, the Calexico Bulldogs 0.
Ray at Dermot's Floor Covering would like to take this opportunity to say thank you, Imperial Valley, for your patronage. Dermot's Floor Covering has been in business since 1978, working hard to satisfy customers with exceptional products and outstanding service. They're doing something right at Dermot's Floor Covering, so if you're looking to replace your flooring, stop by Dermot's Floor Covering and see the latest styles from the Shaw Floor Gallery, a gallery that will inspire you. Dermot's also offers free estimates valley-wide. Stop by 220 North J Street in Imperial. The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football team with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers! Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, bold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Ayton Road in Imperial.
Back for the final quarter here, as after marching 30 yards off on penalties against the Tigers, now they have to move the ball to the other side.
They haven't even moved it yet. They haven't switched sides.
They get it pretty well out of the same spot. It was only a couple of yards.
Hopefully it's not a running clock already.
Running clock for the rest of this ball game. The Tigers up 47-0 over the Bulldogs. Go ahead. You have some other scores for us?
Yep.
Okay, we got those all updated.
Yeah, nothing's changed.
I know with Holtville, Calipatria, Vincent Memorial not playing tonight.
Yeah.
Shorter schedule with just 3 games involving local schools.
I'm just checking Facebook, see if we got anybody else.
Checking in with us?
Yeah.
I just apologize to Mike Gilbert for talking about it. Couldn't help it, Mike. Sorry.
Every time there was something happening, some reason Mike's name pops up. He is so funny.
good friends with Mike for so many years. And always enjoy getting together with him. Teresa.
We got Sharon Adams Edwards saying, good luck, Tigers.
33-yard line. 1st and 10. Bulldogs from the Tiger 33. Going now marching to the south side of the field, going right to left if you're sitting on the home side here in Imperial. On your computer dial. Man in motion to the far side. Take the handoff. We're just going to pitch it. Goes the bad pitch. Bad pitch, and the Tigers are going to recover the fumble. And getting hit hard on that, or fumble is going to be recovered by Garibaldi. Yeah, Omar Garibaldi. The pitch went to Javier Contreras, and that was just an ill-advised one. And Contreras will get up slow on that. We'll charge that to Luna on the loss. But Garibaldi will get his first fumble recovery of the season, and the Tigers have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. Be a loss of 3.
Yeah, he got hit. He stayed down for a long time.
Yeah, that
one hurt. They had that one read from the beginning. Oh, you got Mendenhall coming in tight end.
Some changes in the Tiger lineup. Aldo Melendrez is in at wide receiver to the left side for the Tigers. Alvarado, quarterback, and hand it off up the middle. Man, he gets hit hard all over the place. Be a loss of a yard on the play. And we'll try to get some of these displacements. Kevin Luna gets the ball here. Yep. And there'll be a loss of a couple on the play. And it'll be a 2nd down and 12. And Luna will get the call again, and man, he'll get smashed again for no gain on this one.
Looks like the front line is all intact. Kevin Flores. Rollins is still in there.
Try to point out as many as you can. Jason Denal into the lineup.
Oh, Jason's in there?
Right, he's over to the left side in the flank. He's had a really good practice, according to Brady Hoffman. He mentioned we're going to get him into the game. He comes in motion to the near side, gets the pitch, and Jason tries to turn the corner, going to get hit. Good job, though. Luna missed his block.
Yeah, Luna missed that. I was just going to say that. Luna missed his block.
Good job of coming up and stepping up as Julian De Leon to make the stop. The Tigers will go 3 and out left front.
Yeah, I told Denal to be patient. You got a lot of seniors ahead of you.
Yep.
Because he was a workhorse when Bonillas went down last year. Or no, it was freshman year. He was a workhorse for the rest of the year. Good athlete.
So the Tigers will have to punt. Ramos comes in to do the punt. And it's going to be a high one, not real long, but it will hit at the 42-yard line of the Bulldogs. Takes a great Imperial bounce to the 30, and it picked up there and just hammered and brought down hard is Javier Morales, and he's going to be brought down hard at the 32-yard line, and that's where the Bulldogs will have the ball 1st and 10, and they'll be at their own 32 with 8:48 on the running clock remaining in this ball game.
Yeah, that was dangerous there. That's where you get hurt.
Boy, I tell you, he stopped getting up as quick as he did because he got hammered hard back there.
Yeah, the punting team is coming at full speed. And he had to wait for that ball to bounce a couple of times before he picked it up.
From the 33-yard line, 1st and 10 Bulldogs.
8:22.
Cesar Luna at quarterback. Ran the option really well on that first drive where the Bulldogs got all the way down inside the 10-yard line, 1st and goal, but were turned away by the Tigers. And has really shown some good signs on the triple option, but then has struggled with determining whether to pitch or not on other situations. 0 for 2 passing tonight. Coming in late is Pradas. He'll go into the slot left on the double wing, so he'll go to the wing left, and we'll go in motion to the right. Fumble. No, it's going to be Gonzalez. Actually, I think Luna just went to first and fell down. But Gonzalez gets the call up the middle, and he'll get to the 34-yard line, a gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, Lobos and Serrano in. tackle for the Tigers.
121 yards on 23 carries for Chris Gonzalez tonight. Started out the game with a 22-yarder early in the game and looked really good doing it. But now he's really struggled in the last part of the second half, or the second quarter, and now in the second half. Second half, 6 carries. He's going to be at about 3 yards.
Yeah, good adjustment by the girls Tiger coaching staff.
And goes in motion. Fake the handoff. Lid is going to keep it himself. Gets hit hard at the line of scrimmage. To get a gain of a yard on the play, but brought down hard at that point, and it will be a third down and long from the 35. Or are they going to get up to the 36? We can see where the ball gets placed. 36. So gain of a couple. So third down and 7 from the 36.
Now you got hit hard by Brendan Adams and Steven Shaw.
I think it may have taken a little bit of time for the defense to get used to that triple option. They haven't seen one like this year. And
I like
the first drive. I like
watching the pitch.
Yeah, I want to too.
Got to have a good, smart quarterback though.
Yep. It can read things quickly, and timeout is going to be called by the Bulldogs. So 6:13 to go in the ball game. It's Imperial 47, Calexico 0.
Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from: hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, full, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Peyton Road in Imperial.
6:13 to go in the ball game. The Tigers up 47-0 over Calexico, and the Bulldogs with a third down and 7 from their own 36-yard line. See what former Imperial coach John Tyree has up his sleeve. And goes in motion. Fake it one way, hand it off the other way. Zatarain's going to be brought down. Good job. Sergio Serrano coming up with it. Good open field tackle to bring it down from behind. And it'll be a loss on the play. Fourth down and long for the Bulldogs. They'll have to punt.
Well, like that limited time on the field for him. He's got 9 tackles.
Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Coming back from major knee surgery last year.
And he's still on cloud 9. That's what I like.
Yeah, he is pumped up tonight.
I seen him dancing earlier, too. Him and Lunover doing a little shuffle out there.
Fernandez will be in the punt. Bonillas deep to receive along with Ramos. Bonillas had a punt return for a touchdown earlier in the game. Ball's going to hit the 42, take a Tiger bounce back to the 45, and we'll go to the 47-yard line. And that's where the Tigers will have the ball first and 10, right around the 47-yard line. Clock continues to roll, 5:12 to go in the ball game. The Tigers leading at 47-0.
Now we got number 13 going out for the Tigers, Aldo Melendres.
I should be saying that the ball was down at the 48, so first and 10 Tigers from the 48-yard line.
We got Denal still out there. Oh, no, Denal coming off now.
Yep, Denal comes off. Melendres stays in, goes into the slot. Now they're going to move him. Into the slot.
Okay, there he is.
And in the block in the backfield. The 65 on him. Oh, the ball's almost intercepted. Alvarado gets away with one. That was almost intercepted by the Bulldogs' Rosiles. Incomplete, second down and 10.
I think he put a little too much on that one. And Luna's coming at him. It was a little quick. Went off Luna's shoulder. And Rosiles almost had that. It surprised him.
That's the first incompletion by Joaquin in the game. He was 3 for 3, 63 yards and a touchdown. Handout's going to go up the middle to Luna, and he's going to get hard, brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll give him a loss of a yard on the play. Big tackle for Nick Flores of the Bulldogs.
6'2", Flores.
So third down and 11, bringing the ball back to the 47-yard line. can't find anything. Rolls out to his right, still looking deep. Throws it. And coming back to catch the ball and go out of bounds. Brenton Adams, good job of knowing where to get the first down at the 41-yard line of the Bulldogs and getting the first down for Imperial.
Yeah, he got that, and then he stopped himself, went out of bounds. It's still running clock, so it doesn't matter, but right at the first yard marker.
Needed 11 yards and got 12. First down at the Calexico 42-yard line. And off the middle, wow, breaking, I thought he was going to break loose, got tripped up and brought down, is Adrian Raya. Looks like he had some room to run out there, George.
He got tripped up, he's a sophomore. Raya, Adrian Raya. I don't know that we've mentioned his name all year. Sure looked like he had some long legs.
Oh, yeah.
Eagles steps. There he goes again. Left tackle again.
It's good. Brenton, few tackles. It gets inside the 30-yard line. Right.
5'7", 130 pounds.
Wow. So it gets 5 yards on one carry and then brings it into the 25-yard line. A gain of 12. And a first down for the Tigers. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He's still in there. Oh, now he's going to
fight that again around the right side. Bust to the outside. Picks up a block. It's going to be a block to the back, though, against the Tigers. That'll bring that one back, I think. At least that's what it looked like to me. It looked like he got him in the back. They'll bring this one back.
Yeah, that's what it did.
Ryan shows a little bit of good speed, though. Yeah. Minute 37 to go with the running clock. So the Tigers only have another snap or two before this one is going to be called. It will be a block in the back against the Tigers. It'll bring it back to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, he sure likes that. Coach Shot just gave a high five there.
So it'll be a first down for the Tigers back at the 32. I think at the 33.
Oh, they're taking a knee.
And the Tigers just take a knee. And that's the wise thing to do. Just get this and let this one go. No use in trying to run it some more. It'd be nice to see Riot carry it, but there'll be another day to do that. The final score here in Imperial is they'll run the clock down and snap it one more time. It'll be a homecoming victory for the Tigers, a 47-0 win over the Calexico Bulldogs. And we'll be able to wrap this one up, get the scoring for you, and the stats. And congratulate the Tiger team that's won their third game of the season and the first in Imperial Valley League play.
And we get to get you home early tonight.
Yeah, get home early. The road. Be up early at 3 o'clock to be out on the road.
I'm going to San Diego, but I'm not going to be till 9 o'clock.
You're not going to pass me on the way up?
No.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to go feed Art. We'll have breakfast. I'll get some tires for the sand rail.
That'll be it here in Imperial. Final score, the Tigers 47, the Bulldogs 0. We'll be back to recap the scoring and the stats for you in just a moment.
No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete 10-star cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. 10-star quality you can feel.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair.
I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder.
Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu. For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
Tigers will start off the scoring with 6:25 to go in the first quarter on a 92-yard touchdown run on a fake punt by Joey Ramos. The extra point by Edgar Robles was good, and the Tigers led it 7-0. They would add it to 13-0 before the end of the first quarter on a 6-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Reed to Jacob Gray. The extra point was no good, and it was 13-0 Tigers after 1 quarter of play. Tigers would add to it just a couple of minutes later on a 42-yard punt return for a touchdown by Ryan Bonillas. Robles' extra point was good, and with 11:04 to go in the first half, it was Imperial 20, Calexico 0. And then with 4:26 to go in the first half, a 67-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Reed to Brenton Adams. That was just a beautiful pass. On a 4-play, 80-yard drive, it was 27-0 in favor of the Tigers. They would complete the scoring in the first half on another Reed to Adams pass. This was a 30-yarder, and it was 33-0 at halftime. Tigers leading it. They would score again in the third quarter with a 4-yard touchdown run by Jesus Padilla, and then with 4:46 to go in the third quarter, a 48-yard pass from Joaquin Alvarado to Joey Ramos. 32, Edgar Robles would kick the extra point, and that would be our final score of 47-0. Jordan Reed would complete 10 of 16 in the first half for 163 yards. He would add 2 more in the second half with 58 more yards, so he would go 12 of 18 for 221 yards passing and 3 touchdowns in the ball game. Joaquin Alvarado would come in, would throw 5 passes, complete 4 of those for 75 yards and a touchdown. So 4 touchdown passes for the Tigers tonight, 2 of them caught by Brenton Adams, 1 by Jacob Gray, and then 1 by Joey Ramos. Rushing for the Tigers, of course, the 92-yarder on the fake punt by Joey Ramos would lead the Tiger ball carriers. Brenton Adams would have a couple of carries for 21 yards. Jesus Padilla, 4 carries for 13 yards. Late in the game, coming in was Adrian Raya, a couple of carries for 17 yards. Alvarado had a minus 17 and a fumble late in the ball game. And late in the game, also coming in, Kevin Luna, 3 carries for minus 3. And for the Calexico Bulldogs, their leading ball carrier would lead the game in ball carrying, and you'll hear the victory bell here in just a moment. And that would be Chris Gonzalez, 121 yards on 23 carries in the game for Gonzalez, only 10 of those after halftime. Cesar Luna, 11 carries for 12 yards. Javier Contreras, 2 carries for 17. Diego Zatarain, 4 carries for 11 yards. And then Eros Juarez, 4 carries for 20 yards for the Bulldogs. So that pretty well covers it with that, as the Tigers roll to a 47-0 win over the Calexico Bulldogs. Do we get final scores on that?
Yes, we had Brawley 47 to... Oh, coming up. 47. Oh, that was here. Brawley is 38-7 over Palo Verde.
Okay.
And the last score we have from Centro is 47-7.
That was Central winning in that one, and that was for the Central City Championship game.
And then, of course, here, 47-0.
47-0 here, right? So
Good show for the Tigers.
We'll take a look at the defensive stats in just a moment.
Aiden Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snack, cold drinks, and ice cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save a buck with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Aiden Express gives you the one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and Ayton Road in Imperial.
Yeah, go ahead with his stats.
What?
If you have them.
Big name right here. So happy for this kid.
Yeah.
Finally comes back and he leads the Tigers defense and tackles with 9. But he was all over the place. Good to see him run from one end of the
First actually
field.
seen in over a year.
Yeah.
Amazing.
He's probably not going to sleep tonight.
No.
Yeah, I got Ethan Ramos and Manuel Pitones with 5 each. Brendan Adams and Joel Hernandez also with 5. I'm sorry. I got Brendan Adams with 4. James Folker with 3. Ryan Rodriguez coming up with 3. Along with Brandon Adams, Joey Ramos, and Andrew Luna. Good job by the Tiger defense. So they give up on 127.
Right. Outside of the first drive, the Bulldogs came right out, and they were punched right down the field and got a first and goal inside the 10 before a holding penalty slowed them down, and the Tigers defense stepped up. But I think the triple option that was being run by Bulldog quarterback Cesar Luna really made a difference at the beginning of the ball game, and it looked like they were going to get on the board right off the bat.
Yeah.
The Tigers turned them away.
It was good to
and
see them move the ball like that, too. I was happy for the Bulldogs to move that ball the first drive. I thought we were going to have a good game.
Oh, yeah. No, they looked good in that first drive. No question about it. I mentioned the Grip Community Church is going to have Harvest Fest tomorrow from 5 to 8 p.m. Fun and free food, drinks, treats, games, and more. Face painting, photo booths, biblical stories, crafts, and more at Imperial Community Church right down the street, 300 West Berry Boulevard in Imperial. So if you're in town and around, make sure to head over to Harvest Fest tomorrow from 5 to 8 p.m. I want to thank all of our sponsors once again tonight, the Imperial Quarterback Club, the Brick House Coffee, Ayton Express, Dartmouth Floor Covering, El Zarape Restaurant, Imperial Tiger Football Association, Broken Yoke Cafe, Imperial Valley College, R&K Air Conditioning, and Imperial Irrigation District. With the victory tonight, the Tigers now 3-4 on the season, and the Bulldogs slipped to 2-5. Imperial will be back in action next Friday night at Centro against the Spartans. We'll be on the air at 6:45 next Friday evening, and then we'll be back here in the Johnny Romero Fireman's Helmet game against Southwest in 2 weeks, and then also here for the final regular season game against Palo Verde. So make sure that you stay with us. We'll have all the games on the internet at www.KXOradio.com.
Yes. And thank you all for listening in, and everybody at the studio for all their hard work.
Thank you, Gabe, for being back there and taking care of that. And Herb with all the scores that we get updated on.
Everything goes smooth.
We appreciate all of that stuff. Makes our job a lot easier.
And all our
here.
sponsors again.
So we thank you here from Imperial. Final score again, the Imperial Tigers on homecoming night take the victory over the Calexico Bulldogs by a final score of 47-0. For George Grijalva and Mickey Dale signing off. We'll talk to you again next Friday night. Good night.
Good night, all.